I didn't want to cancel again. Did you?
What?
But the live stream.
Oh no! I know, and I haven't even written notes. But hey, do you know what? It's all in here. It's all in here.
Okay, I have little bullet points, like because I rewatched the episodes last night.
Yeah, I rewatched. I rewatched Eastwatch last night. Yeah, so it is in the brain.
It's in the brain. What do you have to drink?
This is gin and tonic. Oh, I love gin.
This is my Mike's Hard Lemonade.
We're both just drinkers.
Let's just do it. Let's just drink.
In a nice way.
Mm-hmm.
What do you know what I need to do? I need to message bloody...
I only have one moderator. I'm going to let him know we're coming in a minute.
Yeah.
But that's all I can get. So,
well, I don't know if anyone's left in that group because we did have the group, so I don't know who was there in that.
I know. I don't know. And I've already got like questions.
Oh, you've already been given questions?
Yeah. I've already got questions from one of the mods.
Oh,
like
really?
I think questions of his that
it's just the questions that I want.
I know. I was like, okay. Let's see. Let me tell him starting soon. He's over there in Britain somewhere, or in the UK, whatever. What do you call it? Britain or?
Well, it depends where he is. There's the UK, or there's Britain, or there's England. So the UK is Scotland, England, Ireland, Wales. Well, Northern Ireland. Yeah, right, isn't it? Oh, no, that's everything. Sorry, that's everything. And then Britain is England, Ireland, England, Northern Ireland, Scotland, and Wales. And then England.
Yeah.
It's all very... Burton's in England.
Okay.
England's in Britain. Britain's in the United Kingdom. The United Kingdom is in Europe, but not in the EU. Woo! Well, it is still.
Sounds sparked up. Did you get to see my video?
What? Which one? The one that you did for mine?
No,
Which one? Oh, the blooper one.
Oh yeah, my.
No, it was really good. It was funny. It was nice to see that it's not just me that makes all those mistakes.
A bit of behind the scenes, talking to myself, waiting for the episode to start, trying to eat real fast.
Yeah, we need to let people know as well that it's just us this week again. Sorry.
We'll just say some personal issues came up, and you're stuck with us.
Yeah.
The numbers are.
And if you came to see Hunter or Marco and Ali, you might as well just turn off now because they're not coming.
It's still the weekend. I got things to do.
I was like, okay.
Thanks.
But we couldn't not do this.
No, that's what I mean. Like we couldn't just put off 4, 5, and 6. I mean, they'd give up on us. They'd be like, y'all just can't get it together. Just never mind. So
we'll just do the 2. It's fine.
It's fine. We can handle it.
We can do it.
We've done it twice before.
Yeah. Yeah, we have. Yeah, twice. We won't let you down, guys. Don't worry. We've got no limit.
Yeah, no limit. All right.
That's fine.
Okay. Have you hit live yet?
Have I hit live? It's been live for. It's been live for a while.
George, you have to tell me these things. I'm going to say something. You're going to be like.
Yeah, it's been live for. How long has it been live for?
My computer's upstairs. So I don't even have it to look at.
Oh, don't you? Oh, there you go. It's been live for like 5 minutes.
How many people?
70.
Woo! I'm doing the wave.
Yeah. All the way across the pond.
Pond. Hilarious. Hilarious.
I'm really excited because it'll get me in the mood for this week's episode. That's why I like them, because it gets me like revved up. So does the gin. That gets me revved up. But
well, I was going to say.
I don't know what part.
They'll either slow you down or rev you up. It depends on. It affects people different ways.
Yeah.
But you couldn't possibly talk much faster than you already do.
I know everyone always says I speak really fast.
What do you say at the end of your videos when you're signing off? All I hear is that and subscribe.
Oh, okay, guys, thank you very much for watching. Just like, share, comment, and subscribe. If you like this video, don't forget to share, like, comment, and subscribe. And yeah, until next time.
If you like this video, don't forget to share, like, and subscribe.
Yeah.
All I hear is subscribe. And I'm like,
the only reason I
started.
It's a fun fact. The only reason I actually started saying that was because when I first started doing the Game of Thrones videos, the battery I had was rubbish, so it would always run out at the end. So I was just trying to really hurry up the end of the video. And I thought, well, I'll just keep it. It annoys people, so that's fun. That's always nice.
Well, if you have to have a little tagline, you know. You have to have a little tagline.
Yeah, you have the. We both have an open and close, don't we? Well, yours is, hey guys, it's American Mom. What's your?
I'm like, hey y'all, until the next video and the next time.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to. You have to have something
either
that people
that
remember.
Or bye y'all. And that was sort of I didn't want to be that
Too
original.
No. Not really.
Not really.
Right, I'm ready. We'll have to start because we've got 2 episodes to go through. And it's not like they were light episodes. Shit went down.
A lot of shit went down.
Yeah.
And George, we have to remember to, and we did this last time, but I heard or saw some, not complaints, but I heard some mumbles about we didn't get to enough of
questions.
Yeah. But I mean, we have to go through the moderators. However, maybe we didn't spend enough time because it was, they kind of said like last time everybody was just talking to each other. Yeah. And so,
well, I didn't know.
We'll leave time for that.
If what we could do is maybe just like, instead of going right the way through both episodes, is pick like our favorite parts of the episodes and talk about them. And then that will give us more time for questions if we need to.
That sounds good to me. Instead of going scene by scene like we normally do. Like,
yeah, because obviously it's 2 episodes, so that would take like an hour each, probably, the way we go on about it.
Good idea. That gives us more time for their Q&A. Okay.
Yeah, I don't mind doing that. So I'm going to add
Spoils of War.
Spoils of War.
2 weeks ago. Yes.
I mean, I actually only remember one part about that episode.
Of course you do. But that happens later on, even though
that's the end.
Yeah, even though we start off in the same place. They're leaving with the gold from the Tyrells, and that's just. And he did send that. A lot of people were like, "Did the gold and everything get burnt up?" No, because you clearly hear that Jamie says, or someone tells Jamie, the gold is safely left.
Yeah, it was. Sam's dad says that we need to get the rest of these over the Blackwater.
Right. So that made it out there. Now the food and stuff, that's a different story, and the people. That wasn't safe.
Some of them didn't make it through.
Yeah, but like we don't need to discuss Cersei meeting with the Iron Bank. Like that was that.
Yeah,
yeah.
Well, so episode 4, we got the Arya reunition. The reunition. Oh no, the words back again. Not reunition.
A coronation or a reunion. A reunition.
A reunion. Do you know what I meant to say? Reunited, and I got reunited and a reunion together, so it was a reunition.
Arya reunited.
Yeah. So we got the reunion. The reunion.
And I had this question asked to me: did you get the reaction you wanted from them? Was it a feel good moment? Like I didn't cry, but I was just like, oh, 2 more Starks have. You know what I mean? Because they weren't last time they saw each other.
No,
Sansa was up there with Joffrey. He had ordered Ned to be killed, and then Arya was out of there. So
yeah, I think it wasn't like. I mean, I think because I was one of those people that got a bollocking for it. That assumed that Bran was Arya the first time. So I was like, oh my god, Arya's here, and it was Bran. So then when Arya came, I was like, she's here now. I mean, it still was good, but I think because the actual seeing it, you think, oh yeah, you forget like how different these 2 sisters are.
Yes. Always have been.
So I didn't expect it to be, wrapped around each other and crying.
No.
I think it was good, and it was, as I say, yeah, like you, I was like, yeah, this is great. They're back together, but it wasn't something that I was like, oh my god, this is like too much.
And Arya even went back in and hugged her a second time. After they kind of spoke for a little bit, Arya hugged her again. It was just, it's family, but they weren't always very close. But like when she and Jon get together, and even Sansa said, Jon was so happy when he saw me. Just imagine when he sees you, because she knows that, you know, he gave her, I'm sure she knows he gave her a sword before he left, and all that, the closeness they had, probably, you know, before the show even started. There's always a backstory, and that they're probably always close.
Yeah. So that was nice.
I thought it was natural.
And
if they would have been like crying and too huggy, it would have been fake.
Yeah, it wouldn't have worked as it wouldn't have gone with their characters. But I also liked in that episode the scene with Arya and Brienne where they were fighting.
Mm-hmm.
And she said, "Who taught you that?" And she said, "No one."
No one.
You are no one.
Right. Yeah, and Bree looked at her like, fine, you know, don't tell me.
Because I was like, I really want to enjoy this because Ari's being great, but I was also like, I don't like Brienne not being badass as hell.
I know. I think she was trying to like take it easy on her, because she said, I want you to train me. And she said, I haven't like whatever practiced in a while, but she's still so badass. I mean, she was fighting blind, like for her life, for we don't know how long.
Yeah, because obviously.
So Bree didn't know all that. And she just looked at her like, okay. Maybe they'll fight each other again, and I mean for fun, not, you know. I think she respected her. I think Bree respected, you know, they both did.
Because obviously the last time she saw her was the fight with the Hound, and so it was all, I think, the tension and the whole circumstances were different then. So I think it's nice that she's now, for Brienne, she's got both of the Starks back at Winterfell, which is what she promised.
I could not hold it together when Bree saw them
the first time.
Yes, when she saw both of them, and Podrick said, "You got them home, Lady Cat would be proud." I just lost it, and I was like, oh. And she hates to take credit for stuff, and we haven't seen her lately.
No, not really. I mean, she hasn't been as much of a main character in these last couple of episodes as she has been in previous seasons, but obviously that's because she's been on that, like, since obviously she's been in it, she's been on this mission to get both of the girls back to Winterfell,
right? So
I mean, you know, her kind of that story arc's over. She's just there now to watch over them as much as she can, with obviously Littlefinger being there, that's what
I kind of expected though, with that Bree wouldn't let Sansa just walk around with Littlefinger by themselves. Like, I feel like she's there to protect Sansa, so I feel like she should stand behind them, like always be with Sansa is what I kind of thought. And I'm like, we don't see her, she's always with little Shitfinger by herself, and that's not good, because he's just doing these little I don't like it.
It'll be interesting. It stresses me out.
I know. And I was, you know what, when Sansa was looking down at Arya and Bree fighting each other, I couldn't tell if she was jealous of Arya or if she was afraid of her. It was a look of, I don't know what it was. I got confused by that, unless I'm reading into it.
I don't know if it was, for me, it was obviously she at the beginning when they first met, and she was talking about killing, you know, Cersei and killing all these people, and Sansa was like, and she kind of laughed it off, like she said, I've got this list of people I want to kill. And they both just laughed. And I think it was at that point when she fought, well, you know, played for Brienne, Sansa was like, oh shit, no, this girl really does want to kill people, and she has this list. So I think that was definitely one of the more interesting parts. I was like,
okay, speaking of Bran, you brought up Bran. What did you think about little Shitfinger and Bran when he handed him the dagger, and he wanted him to have it, and Bran was like, why? And he was like, because it was meant to kill you, and you know, and then he said chaos is a ladder. It was like, wait a minute, what does he know?
Exactly. So the amount he's seen is, I think, that's something that worries Littlefinger, because I mean, the Littlefinger seems too preoccupied at the moment of trying to rip apart Sansa and Arya.
I agree.
Rather than actually like focus on Bran, who's probably really, although, you know, Arya's the fighter, Bran has knowledge, is like Littlefinger says to Cersei, knowledge is power.
Yep.
I think that Bran will be underestimated by him, because obviously we saw that Bran gave the sword. I can't remember what episode it was because they all mold into one of these days. When Bran gave it to,
it was this one. It was this one.
Was it this one?
Yeah, it was under the tree.
Yeah, and of course, because when she came back, wasn't it? And he said, you know, you can have this.
Right.
And the look in his eye when he said that was like, he obviously knows she's going to use it for something.
That's what I thought.
So
the look was like, here you go. And almost like, I kind of know who you're going to use it on, but you need it.
Yeah. And like he's putting the wheels in motion.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I really like that. I mean, Bran still is like just gone from, he's just, I understand. I just love all the Bran memes at the moment. There are like so many of him just being.
Yeah. So I mean, there was a lot of, he was in a coma, you know, for a lot of episodes when we first met him. Then he had very few lines and things. And then like when we see him again, he's grown and he's been on this journey and met the Raven, and now it's like, but he's not, like he told Mira, I'm not. She said Bran, and he said I'm not really anymore.
Yeah. I thought that was
you have to understand that he's not. Yeah.
Yeah, when she was like, I'm going home, and he said these, and she's, again, I can't remember what episode it was, but we'll just put them all into one. When she said,
this was it, yeah.
These people saved you. And I helped you escape. These people.
My brother died for you.
Yeah.
And, oh Lord, everybody.
And he was just like.
And then he said, thank you. Like, I think I'm supposed to say thank you. It wasn't really a heartfelt thank you. He's so different. And that's when she said, you died in that cave.
Yeah.
I was like,
really powerful.
Yeah. Then it made sense to me. And I was like, he did. Like Brandon Stark did die in that cave. And I think it was even Littlefinger called him Lord Stark. And he said, I'm not Lord Stark.
Yeah. That you can't be the Lord of.
He can't be. Yeah. He said, you know, it's because he's the three-eyed raven. So but poor Mira, she's still such an unsung hero to me. Mm-hmm. I don't know if that's the last we're going to see of her, but I hope not. I thought there would be something, you know, if we didn't get to see her anymore on screen, it would be a nice farewell. And he was like,
but then maybe that was the point. Like she's like, for us, she's been this character who's, you know, gone through a lot.
Yeah.
She kind of got the reception, not that we wanted, but the reception that she would get. It wasn't, Bran didn't suddenly flick and go, oh my God, I'll miss you so much. You know, it was, that's the sad part. Like she won't get that kind of closure from Bran because he's too busy off doing everything else.
Yeah.
Sitting in his room, touching trees.
Seeing the present, seeing the past, seeing the future. I thought it was interesting too. Wait, it might be in season 5.
Episode 5.
I mean, episode 5.
There's too many seasons and episodes.
When he wargs into the Ravens and they're spying. Yeah, that's later.
Oh,
that's
yeah,
the next one.
5, isn't it? Okay. East Watch, yeah.
All right, let me see. Okay, so we've talked about the girls. Okay, let's go to John and Danny at the cave. That's episode 4. The Cave of Convenience. Do you think he had to, what was he doing down there? They hadn't even started digging for the dragon glass. Do you think he drew all that in there?
No, I mean, it is quite funny to think. I would be really, really annoyed if he did draw that.
I don't think he did either.
Because I think that would just be such a cop-out if he was like, you know, if she, you know, I don't know. I mean, it depends if she ever gets to see them or not. Like, because she doesn't.
If they find one and bring it back,
they're
bringing it back to Cersei. But if Danny sees it, like if they come back to Danny first and she sees it,
Jorah's gone, hasn't he? So Jorah will say to her like, they are real.
Jorah and Jon have left.
Yeah,
and she's like, okay. No, but I also don't think that, because people were like having conversations under my comment section about that. Do you think he did it? Do you think he didn't? But my only reason for thinking he didn't is because of the diagrams. Remember in season 1 when the White Walkers would kill the wildlings and they put them in those shapes?
Yeah.
And then there was a different shape. Those shapes were in the cave. And I don't think Jon would have known that.
No.
Or Davis. Because they were both in the cave.
Yeah. Exactly.
And then showed her. So that's why I think Children of the Forest did do that.
No, yeah, no, I think so as well. I think that it was just very convenient that those images were there anyway.
Exactly.
And a lot of people, I know this, have thought that he might have bent the knee in the cave, because when she came out, she suddenly was listening to him.
Right.
Because it cut, didn't it? He was like, you know, she's like, then bend the knee, and they looked at each other, and then they came out, and that's when Tyrion was like, oh, half of you, the Unsullied are
He was
stuck
trying to
in.
talk to her, and she just was like, not
And
listening.
she was like,
to
what do you
Tyrion.
think? Yeah.
Yeah. So she's listening to Jon, but he also agreed.
Well, Jon said, "Don't use you don't go to King's Landing and kill people. You know, innocent people.
Yeah, melt castles and burn. Cities.
Castles and cities. Yes. Yeah, and she didn't do that.
And she didn't.
No.
But I think Tyrion also said, you know, if you're the queen and you're to live to be the queen, you can't be riding into. You can't go yourself.
No.
He didn't say it that. He didn't say it episode 4. He had said it earlier.
Yeah.
When they arrived at Westeros or something, to not put herself in harm's way. This is when Elena and Ilaria and
Yara
and all them were there. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I thought that was interesting, yeah, because she just doesn't want to. But then she had no choice in that respect. She had to go, and it was that part where, I mean, I didn't catch on to it at first, but it was obviously when Theon came back and he was like, I've come to ask the Queen for help. And they were like, oh, the Queen's not here. And I was like,
right.
Where's the Queen? There's only one place she could go.
I couldn't, I didn't think of it. I saw other people's reactions and they were like, she's already there. And I was thinking to myself too, like, what do you mean she's not there? Are they just saying that? Or because they don't want Theon to talk to her? Or is she really not there? Then they show, you know, where the army is and stuff. And I was like, oh, she's coming.
She's coming.
So that took me a minute.
I did like the thing with Theon and Jon, though, because I completely forgot about like the whole Theon and Stark thing, and then it was only when, and I was sitting there like, oh, he's back, and then when I saw Jon, I was like, oh yeah. I know. It was like, when's the punch coming? Like, and Theon was like, Jon, I didn't know you were here, and I was thinking to myself, just shut up, get back in the boat. Yeah.
Go out a little bit and say, are you all right? I'm sorry. But Sansa told him.
Sansa said that he helped, didn't he?
Yes.
So that's
the only reason. Yeah, it's the only reason he didn't kill him. So they're not on best terms.
No.
But I'm not gonna kill you. Okay, you better take that.
Yeah, that's the best you can get with Jon Snow.
That's the best you're gonna get. Just be quiet. And where is Yara now? We haven't gotten a lot of Yara.
Yeah,
we got a little bit of Theon, but
this whole thing in episodes 4 and 5, I don't know about 6 and 7, but 4 and 5 we haven't had any more, as you say, of him. And the whole thing that I don't know if it was on TV. I mean, he said that it was discussed on Throwncast. I think he might have said it on Twitter or something. He said he was going to be worse than Ramsay this year. And I was like, I haven't really done anything apart from
what's worse than Ramsay? What?
I don't know. But like, he's funny and he was good, but I don't know. Maybe he might be more in the last 2 episodes or in season 8. But I mean, he hasn't really done anything that big, apart from obviously. I mean, that battle was good. Don't get me wrong, but
the parts he's been in, he's been the forefront person. Is that what I'm trying to say?
One of the main characters. Yeah,
he commanded he would command the scene, kind of like Tywin would do when he was on the show. If he was there, he commanded the scene.
I miss Tywin.
Anyway.
Did you not miss Tywin?
I didn't like how he treated Tyrion most of the time. But we're going to move on from that because people don't like when I don't like people that don't treat my characters nice. We're going to move on from that.
Okay.
George.
Sorry.
Yeah.
We'll move on to the battle.
He's a great actor. He was a great character, but yeah, bye. So the Dothraki, that was an awesome. Do you think that's the best? Was that better than Battle of Bastards?
For me, it was, but I know a lot of people like it's not. I mean, I think it was that episode was a episode that my comments were very varied on with my reaction.
I've seen your comments and I don't understand. I'm just going to say, I mean, this is just me as a person, not a reactor. if I just was another subscriber on your channel and I would see all this, I'd be like, really? Like, this is a show. We all root for certain people. Because she did it that way with a dragon does not mean that this reactor likes to see people burnt alive. So it's like, but the conversations were going back and forth and back and forth. And I was just like, can we talk about the episode and not just flaying the Lannister army?
Psycho, because he likes watching people burn. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah, George, didn't you know that? Didn't you know you like watching people burn? They've told you.
I do.
So now,
I
don't say it out loud.
No.
They'll say he said it.
They'll just cut that little bit that says, I like burning people alive. And
I mean, they've said you do, so you do. Just leave it at that. Okay.
But that's the comments. Let's talk about the actual episode. I mean, for me, that was one of the best things I've ever seen in my life. The best thing
he just went in a line. I mean, he just took out the army, and I mean, the shots in that. I mean, no wonder they're doing less episodes, because the budget for each one has to be, you know what I mean? Just for Drogon alone, and then all that other stuff. I don't know any of the behind the scenes stuff, but I know it takes a lot of money to do scenes like that.
All that.
Yeah.
For sure.
It was awesome. I like, it's the best battle I've seen. It really was.
I enjoyed it, but it was nice because it was like, obviously, you know, it was kind of then the link to Fire and Ice, because obviously the episode with the battle with Jon was like more of a cold scene, and it was a lot of, you know, whites and blues in the like the toning of it, whereas this scene was a lot more like reds, and I think we worked with the Lannister army as well because of their thing being like red and yellow, or a coat of gold, a coat of red.
It's in a song that we know.
Rain's a customer.
Anyway. Yeah.
But yeah, it was I really liked that. I like the whole scene of it, and that part where Bronn was like running to go and get the Scorpion, or Scorpio, whatever it's called. And like, I
didn't know what he was doing. I was like, where's he running to? Because the Dothraki was right behind him. And then I saw the, what's it called, you think?
Scorpion.
It's a big bow and arrow. It's a big thing. Yeah. That I was just like, oh yeah.
Yeah.
Why did they have it with them?
Maybe you know probably just in case.
Okay.
Because they don't know
it still makes me think that there is a spy.
Well, I saw a theory that somebody thinks that it might be Dario and Horus from season 6.
Bitch. I forgot about him.
Because
she left him behind and put him in the friend zone.
And then there's this whole thing about the bank said about the Golden Company over in Essos, which is obviously this army that I assume are going to come over, and that they will be funded by the money. And what if he's like, I mean, you'd have to be a proper dick to like suddenly be the head of that thing.
Yeah.
But
I don't know. God, I forgot about him. I really did. I forgot about him as a character, like completely from the show. Oh, wow. Okay, so then Tyrion, we're going to close up because this is the end of the scene. Tyrion showed up. I was like, oh, God, he's watching this. Mm-hmm. Like, I mean, these are Lannister army people, and the horses, just everything. Like, that's his, since he's been born, that's his family. That's his house, Lannister, and they serve the house. So that was hard. And then after everything, he was walking through all the ashes and stuff, and you know he was trying to look for Jaime, because Jaime did a dumbass thing.
He didn't see that. He didn't see, well,
he thought Jaime was going to head toward Dany to kill her, because he was calling him an effing fool.
Yeah, and then he jumped in the water. He didn't know then if he'd survived or not.
Exactly. So I think he was looking. Yeah, he was looking for him.
Him or Bronn or someone. Like, I think there's anyone, because he must have known quite a few of those people, as say, growing up with the army would have been.
Yeah.
You know, he would have known some of them maybe, like the older soldiers in it. So I think it must have been quite a shock for him. I mean, it was quite a pivotal, and I liked it because only he saw Jaime. Like, Jaime didn't see him at that point.
Oh yeah, I know.
And I think that would have changed things.
The Lannister army fought. You know, they were led by Tyrion at Blackwater.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, he really had them rallied around him, but now he's on the other side. So that had to be hard. But yeah, so he didn't know. He knew Jamie was willing to kill himself and be burnt to a crisp to kill Danny. But then the big question was revealed in the beginning of episode 5. It was Braun that saved Jamie. Gosh, that went back and forth. Was it Dickon or was it Braun?
I always assumed it was Braun.
Yeah.
I mean, I just thought, I don't know why it would be Dickon, but yeah. I mean, what was your, just out of interest, what was your, obviously I saw your reaction, but the part where Braun shot Drogon, like that was.
Oh, I just didn't.
I mean,
I thought Danny was gonna. I thought Drogon was. I saw where he was hit, and I was like, he can't fly right. He's falling, and Danny's gonna fly off. And then, and I'm thinking to myself, this is exactly why you don't need to be in the middle of a war. But she has to kind of ride Drogon to save Dracarys and to tell him what to do. But I was just like, this is exactly what they were trying to tell you, other than not to burn cities and people, was to be safe.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't, although it was like quite, like I was like, oh my God, I knew that she wouldn't die because she's got too much plot armor to die. Like at that point. I was thinking maybe Drogon might go because there's been these theories that a dragon's going to die. So, I mean, but I think Drogon would be the last one to die if that is to happen, personally, because
he's like the main one, they don't focus on. I was gonna say, how often do we see the other two in the sky?
Viserion and Rhaegar. Yeah, I know.
From far away.
Just like background extras.
Yeah, they are. They're his sidekicks.
But I like just the last bit of episode 4. What did you think about Jamie going to stab another Targaryen in the back? Because that's what he was going to do. Because like he did with the Mad King.
Like the Mad King.
He was pulling out the thing, so it was only at the last minute she turned around. Yeah,
and he thought about it too. He saw the spear sticking out of a body, and he looked at her, and she's busy trying to get, and he thought about that, and I think this was.
He thought he was going to die.
He did
at that point, and he was just like, well.
And he was like, I'm just going to take her out. I'll be, it'll work out in the end. I'll be a hero. Maybe this will please Cersei.
Fighting a war that he's basically fighting Cersei's wars, isn't he? And that's how we will, like, Cersei will be his downfall because he'll probably die fighting for her.
Yes. Yeah.
But he's alive anyway, episode 5. He's
alive. And then Braun, okay, so episode 5, he and Braun show up out of the water, and everybody's reactions are the same. They're like, oh, okay, it is Braun. Like, whoever they're sitting beside, they're like, high five. But then Braun looks at Jamie, and he has this whole conversation like, you don't kill you, they don't kill you, I kill you. So that was kind of funny. But then he was also like, deuces, I gotta go.
Yeah.
There's dragons.
Yeah.
I'm done.
Like, that's when
I'm
done.
Find me some more gold or a castle, and I'm gone. So are we done seeing him? Or do you think he'll reappear?
Well, I mean, he was there later on at King's Landing, wasn't he? Because he was the scene between Tyrion and Jamie.
Oh, he brought Jamie down to the cave. Yeah.
So I mean, I think he was just saying, he just said that dragons is where he's off. Like, if dragons start attacking King's Landing, he's not sticking around to.
Gotcha. Yeah, like I'm not going to be, because like he would protect Tyrion. And then he's been protecting Jamie at some point. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I see what you mean.
So I mean, I think it will be if or when she attacks King's Landing, that will be the point where if it was dragons, he'll be like, see ya. Like, about it. I mean, to be fair, he was the only one who, like, he was the closest one to killing Drogon. So I mean, he's got the biggest balls.
Yes, he does. And I didn't want people were kind of asking me in the comments too, and they were like, why did you not want, or no, put yourself in Braun's position? You've got a dragon burning up everything. Wouldn't you do the same thing? And I was thinking, well, yeah, I would personally, but watching it, I would have rather it been a Dothraki person, somebody I didn't know and care about. I didn't want somebody that I cared about shooting down somebody else that I cared about. You know what I mean? Like, that's where And maybe I wasn't clear in my reaction with that, but that's what I meant. I didn't want it to be Bronn, but you know, Jamie said, he has the one hand, and he was like, I can't do it. I can't pull it back. And Bronn was like, you know, I got to do everything for you, Jamie, but he literally had to do it. So it worked out, and he didn't kill Drogon or Dany. So
it was all good.
So it was all good.
And then we got the scene with the Tarleys and Dany and Drogon and Tyrion. That scene was obviously, I won't talk about that scene because, again, I got overexcited and I enjoyed watching people burn again. So that was...
Well, I got a lot of comments as well because of who Drogon killed. And people know I've shared a little bit of my backstory, and I'm sorry. That's what reactors are going to do. They're going to bring their own personal circumstances into watching a show. I'm going to take it a certain way.
Yeah.
And you're going to take it a certain way, like whoever's watching it. We don't have to agree. You know what I mean? But you don't have to say to me, why would you, what do you have against Dickie? He's Dickie. Yeah, Randall's an ass, but I mean, they didn't deserve to be burnt. No, but they were given a choice. You can go to the wall.
Yeah. Or
you can bend the knee.
Yeah. And I mean, that was the thing.
He said Cersei was his queen, and that was as of like, what, 24 hours ago? Lady Tyrell was his queen forever. So that was douchey.
It was stupid. That's what I mean. Everyone's like, she killed 2 innocent people. That's not cool. I was like, she killed 2 people who were fighting for an army that she's fighting against. Yes, they were unarmed because she won, and she gave them a choice of whether they wanted to live or die, and they took the choice of death. And everyone's like, they didn't have to kill Dick on there. I was like, well, then, you know, she didn't, but she did to prove a point. And I understand this whole thing about that she won't win a war by being the queen of the ashes or killing all these people is gonna.
Right.
I mean, the problem is, I do agree in a certain sense because Cersei is queen because she's feared, but I think you have to have a certain amount of fear for somebody. Otherwise, it's a bit like back in season 6 or 5, whenever Olenna spoke to the High Sparrow, and he said about, you know, there's a lot more of us than there is of you at the top. Like, what happens when we stop fearing those at the top is we will win. And I do understand that. I think that there has to be a certain, that's what she chose. And like she said, she gave a choice. She didn't say you're all going. I mean, it was a kind of funny because she went, I don't want to kill any of you, but you need to bend the knee or die. And I was like,
there's a little bit of fear. Bend the knee or die. A few of them immediately bent the knee, and then Drogon sort of like
wafted,
and they all went, and then there stands Randall and Dickie just by themselves. But even Randall said to Dickon, no, like, I'm still not going to do it, but you do it. And that was his choice. He said no. So what was she supposed to do? Back out of it and be like, okay, I'll send you to the wall anyway. Yeah, they've been out of fear, but that was the choice given. So
that was the choice they had. So they had to take it.
And now the Tarly house is over.
Sam's. Well, no, Sam's there.
Well, I thought that too, but then he had to take the black, so he's been stripped of all titles and stuff, right?
Yeah, but now he's left the black, hasn't he? Because John allowed him to leave the black to become a maester, so he's not technically. I don't think he's still technically part of the war.
He was like pardoned, or I mean, like it's official. He's okay.
Because that was his letter to say for John he can leave the wall.
So, and he has the house sword, and his mother and sister are still back there. So the house of Tarly is still.
And I mean, yes, so Sam, and they also assume that the young Sam is his son, so technically he'll be another Sam Tarly. So that the bloodline can, even though it's not his. I mean, they could have another kid.
That's true.
They'll actually have a kid. So, but yeah, when he was like, she was like, Tyrion said that one of Great House has already been wiped out. Don't let it be another. I was like, no, it's not, because still alive.
And I thought that at the time too, because I got excited and I was like, bye. No, Sam is still alive. But then in the comments, people were like, well, he took the black, and then I was like, oh yeah. But yeah, if John pardoned him, not just to, I thought maybe he let him leave just to get his little master's degree. Get it? Instead of master's degree. Anyway, to get his master's degree, which he never got. Yeah, but he sent him away to the Citadel to get it. And then I thought he had to return back.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure if like that pardoned him, or that was pardoned him from being part of the wall, or he just pardoned him from away from the wall. Do you know what I mean? Like he might still be he might still be black.
Okay.
But I think he's just gone away from the wall. So I'm not too sure. I'm gonna be 2 seconds. I've just got to go and use the restroom because this gin's going through me like.
Okay.
Like it's nobody's business. So while I do that, American Mum's going to do a song. Thank you. Yes. Thanks for that. Thanks, friend.
That wasn't it. That was what was I just singing? I don't even have a computer in front of me, guys, so I can't even look at the chat. I'm sorry. My computer's charging upstairs. My laptop. Anybody have any questions? Oh, somebody wanted to ask me a question. I have a question. I mean, I have a personal question. I can go ahead and answer. I hope everybody was pretty happy with the 10,000 subscriber video I put out. It was my thank you video. It's kind of silly, but I hope you enjoyed it. Okay, so here's a question. I was asked back in season 3, with all the talk of gold and the cost of an army, now seems like a good time to resurrect a question from your Q&A when you were watching season 3. What are the 2 most valuable resources in Westeros? My previous answer was power and money. So what would my new answers be? Okay. I think power is still definitely valuable. Maybe not so much money now. I think power and dang. What are you thinking, George? What are you doing?
I'm just like a cat trying to get.
I know, he's crawling around. See, I was asked this question during my Q&A like early on, and they were like, "What do you think the 2 most valuable things in Westeros would be?" And I answered money and power. But now I definitely still think power, whether it's knowledge is power or power is power. I'm power. And I don't know what the other one would be.
Dragons.
That's what. Well, I didn't want to say dragons, but almost fear.
Magic. Because
magic to kill the White Walkers, like whatever Bran has.
Well, Bran's a 3-eyed raven. There's White Walkers that can resurrect dead people, and there's dragons. So I think magic is also one of the biggest.
Well, dragons brought magic back, right? Remember when she went to Parth? They said that. Is that not true?
Yeah.
Remember they said that stupid warlock, the bald guy with the purple lipstick?
Yeah. Oh, do you remember him? The House of the Undead.
Yeah. He was
in Harrenhal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that I don't know. I think that's my answer. Power and a little bit of fear. Okay. I was just answering a previous question while you were gone, because I was trying to sing the Game of Thrones theme, but I started singing da 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 da. Love you. It's my oldest daughter. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Close it. American Mom, she said. All right. My husband had to fix her car. We've spent the day together. We've had a lot of fun. Anyway.
So 5. Where are we up to?
What was I singing though? What's that tune from? Da, 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 da,
Final Countdown.
Da, da, da. Yeah, that's what I was humming while you left. When you said I was going to sing, I was like, I'm going to sing the Game of Thrones theme song. Da, da, da. I was like, that ain't it.
That ain't it.
So don't leave me in charge anymore, please.
No,
okay,
no longer.
Season 7, episode 5.
Yeah. So what did we just?
Well, this is we've already talked about Bend the Knee or Die.
They'd burn, and then we just got talking about Sam, didn't we?
Yes, Sam.
We went off on a
Took the black. Okay, Jamie and Cersei start talking about the war.
Oh, I found out about Olenna killing.
Yes, and she is like, "Oh, was this before or after she drank the poison?" And he said, "After." But, and then he put it in perspective for Cersei, because she was trying to, you know, shut him up once again, like she knows everything, and he made sense, and she knew he did. She knew how awful Joffrey was, and she was like,
"Yeah."
He said, "Who would you rather, if you were Lady Olenna? Would you want him to marry Marjorie or have Marjorie
Joffrey or Tommen?"
Yeah, and then she thought,
"Yeah,
okay, it was her." So that shut her up.
Yeah.
That's all they talked about. And then John pet Drogon. What'd you think about that?
I know. I thought I had it in my reaction.
Heading toward him. We did a separate video.
Yeah, because I thought I had, and I was like, oh, I've got to, put it in.
Some scenes are too long to fit into the 10-minute things.
Yeah.
And you leave out, and then you can make a separate video, because it's a good scene, but if it's 4 minutes long, then
it's full. There you go. You've got what, 6 minutes left.
6 minutes left. Yeah.
So yeah, no, I really, really, really like that scene. I thought it was good because it was like he obviously flew down. Was it Danny that was
Danny was on him, right?
Yeah. But was it Danny's idea to drop him? Well, for him to drop down there, or did he smell something?
That's what I think he smelled Targaryen blood.
Or was she like, hey, come and meet my future boyfriend? You know, like when you get the kids to meet.
I know. She's been giving him eyes.
Stepdad. It's like, what do you think of my new boyfriend?
He's her, excuse me, he's her nephew?
Yeah. So, I mean, I still don't know how I feel about Danny and John.
We've said this from the beginning. I mean, it's always been brought up from the beginning, because they're two young, attractive characters. Even before she crossed the sea, before this season, people have been like, oh, John and Danny, John and Danny. And then when, now it's more so. And now she's giving him the eyes. And we've all been like, that's too predictable. Like, they're not going to do that. But are they going to do that?
Maybe. Who knows?
Because she hugs Jorah like they're still in the friend zone.
I mean, I love that scene when he came back and he was like a friend. But his face when she was like, this is John, and he was like, oh, great.
Again, it was Dario, and now it's
Carl, Dario.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. She's been giving him eyes.
She went in for a kiss at one point. You know, when she went over, the way she went to hug him, I was like, she just went like unconsoled.
Awkward. Yeah. Teasing us. They're just teasing us.
Yes.
Okay. So we had the petting. Oh, this is when Bran is warding into a raven, and he's with a bunch of ravens. He's basically with his mind sending out scouts to find out exactly where the White Walkers are.
Yeah. Because
we're following with the ravens, and we see, over the wall, we see that Eastwatch Tower, castle, whatever. And we see like they're right there. And they just went on for miles. And then when the Night King did that little and looked at him, and then they all scattered, and he was like, we've got to send out, we have to warn everybody.
I wonder why they scattered.
I don't know. Well, remember when is Bran the Night King?
Have you not heard that theory?
No.
People think Bran's the Night King.
Because of the touch? Because of the mark?
Yeah.
Oh, holy hell. I was thinking that because he's marked, and his particular raven, when the Night King looked at him and made eye contact, like when he killed the old three-eyed raven, and he knew it was coming, he was like, we got to wrap this up. Like, he knew he was going to die. I thought when he took off, the other ravens followed him. No, I haven't heard that theory.
It's quite a big theory. I mean, I don't know how I feel about it, because we saw the children create. I mean, we don't know what Bran looks like when he's older, but we did see the children create the Night King, because we saw in the episode with the glass. I mean, it would mean that he would have to go back in time. So God knows how that's going to work.
Okay.
But
you mean, so that flashback that we got, of how they were created could have been the grown up Bran.
Well, yeah, because she looked exactly the same, didn't she? Like, I mean, I suppose the children never grow up, but it is a theory that's out there.
Okay.
So
I'm like John. I know nothing.
I just get overexcited about
sometimes
theories.
Too much.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't hear many theories, and I mean, if I do, I bring them up. So.
But yeah, so obviously that happened. That was just we were talking about that because I thought that was an interesting way that why they looked away was that maybe he disrupted them. Do you know what I mean? And then he was like, "They're coming," and then that's when we got. Oh, he said send a raven. Was it? Did he say send a raven to John, or we just I think something about that?
Just to everyone. He just said send a bunch of ravens. Yeah, but then and then the very next scene though is the Citadel.
I would say.
Yeah, the Citadel's reading one of the warnings, and Sam overhears it, and they're just talking, and he goes, "Brandon Stark." And they're like, "Excuse me," because they're talking about a crippled boy that can see these things, and so Sam's like, "Brandon Stark," and then he starts telling everything he knows. And the Archmaester, that's kind of really nice to him, still was like, "Sam, you know, we'll see, we'll talk about it." That's when Sam kind of, I think, started losing faith. Like, okay, this is happening, but you know, we've gotten this warning now. I need to leave, and I think that's what prompted him to leave.
I really loved that part where he said, it was near the end of the episode, obviously, where he said, "I'm sick of reading about the things that good
other
men,
achievements."
Good men. I thought that was
Who said
really
that
nice.
to him? That was said before.
Was it? I feel like it was.
Yeah, it was said before, and so then he said, "I don't want to."
Oh, maybe was it the Archmaester who said, "That's what we do. We read about the achievements of other men," or something.
It was the wording of it, and I was like, "That sounds familiar. Who said it?" And it was someone. Yeah, I don't know who it was now. But when he said that, I thought, "There you go, Sam. Do something." Is he going back to Winterfell? Do you think is he going back to Winterfell? I would think.
Maybe, or back to the Wall, or is he going back? I mean,
he'd go back with John, I think, but John's not there. He doesn't know that, but
he doesn't know his brother or father's dead either, does he?
Yeah, they didn't. He said the Archmaester said he didn't have a heart to tell him, so he left without knowing that. But well, maybe he will go home. I don't know.
I don't know. But that also that was
his mom and sister.
Scene. It was that scene, wasn't it? Where with the little thing that was just dropped in there with Rhaegar was annulled his.
Well, she was saying Rhaegar.
This is the way you say his name.
Annulment, Rhaegar.
Yeah, but do you remember when you first said it? You kept calling him.
Oh, I don't know.
Rhaegar.
I still say Davis, so you know, don't go by me. But it just they slipped it in there ever so subtly, and then Sam was looking off to the distance because he was still thinking about all the crap he's been putting up with, and he needs to be taken seriously. And he gets real upset, and he starts repeating what the last thing that she read to him, not what she just read about the annulment. But he doesn't know enough about it. It shouldn't really pique his interest as far as, oh, hey, wait a minute, would you read that part again? I believe that's John's parents. Like, he doesn't, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, because she never got to finish. If she would have said Lyanna Stark, he might have said, oh, he's related to John.
True.
But, I mean, even then, he probably wouldn't have got it because he still believes that
Ned Stark
that it is the dad. So
right.
I don't know how that's going to be found out. I don't know if John's going to go back to Winterfell.
He took the book and he handed it to the little boy, Sam Jr. So they assumedly left with this book still, and then he grabbed he stole other books. Sam, you're a thief. Stop it.
I know.
Don't make me get on to you. That was terrible. I was like, don't get caught. No, I'm just kidding. Don't steal, Sam, from the Citadel. And then they took off. But I thought, okay, the baby has the book still, so maybe he will read on.
Just sitting there reading it, the baby.
Tearing pages out. You know, kids are just, they don't ruin anything.
No.
No, I think he'll come across it at some point.
It'll creep back up, definitely.
It will. I think
the book.
I think so. Okay. Then we have just like a little small scene with Tyrion and Varys, just talking about how they've had to sit back. And I liked it too, because with all the people they've served, they've had to sit back And they haven't been the one to make the order to kill someone or to torture someone, but they had to listen and watch it.
It was that especially for Varys as well, that it was how they as people have taught themselves over time or gone to sleep at night realizing that it's not trying to make themselves, how can I word it, trying to make them get themselves out of what they've done. Because like Varys said, you know, to be fair, he was part of the reason that Aerys killed all these people, because he found out about those people and got them there. So for him, to try and forget about that he was a part of it, he would say to himself that when they were burning alive, I'm not the one doing it. And I really like that part where he's like, I'm not the one doing it. But it was, and that's what Tyrion feels like, because obviously
it helps you sleep at night. It doesn't make it right. Yeah.
Yeah. So I really did like that scene.
I like that scene too.
I loved the bit at the beginning of the scene though, where he was like, it's a letter. It's a sealed letter for the King of the North. He says, what does it say?
Does it say? It's a sealed letter for the King of the North. And then he's like, it's not very good. I was like, you both know. Yeah. They know each other too well. They're just alike. But then John received a letter, and now he knows that Bran and Arya aren't dead.
Yeah.
So that was cool.
Because he was like, I thought Bran was dead. I thought Arya was dead.
Yeah. So now he knows Rickon's dead, and then Rob's dead. But now he knows, of course, he's reunited with Sansa, but now he knows Bran and Arya are alive. So I thought that was neat that he knows that at least now.
But now everyone knows that everyone's alive.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's not going to go back and be like, oh. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so what do you think of this whole idea of, you know, Tyrion has been for about 3 now, I know, for ideas and strategies and stuff, because Cersei and Jaime have always been a few steps ahead. But what do you think of this idea of getting a White Walker or just the undead and bringing them, capturing one, which
I don't know how
did, or what they're going to do?
I have no idea how they're just going to get one and bring it back.
I don't know what the plan is.
They're all together.
I know. There's the Magnificent Seven.
I did love the end scene. That was brilliant when they all walked out.
That was cool.
I was like, but Suicide Squad.
Yeah, I just didn't understand that being the thing they need to show to prove to Cersei. Who do you think they're going to try and look for? Hodor?
Imagine if they bring Hodor back. That would be so awkward. I don't know, but obviously they've gone north of the wall. They've gone by East Watcher. They're going to the army of the undead.
Yeah.
But how do you just go, do you mind if we just take one of you?
Come here.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, at least one's going to die. To capture one. One's going to have to be bait. Yeah.
Mm.
I mean,
we are getting to episode 9. So, what would be in episode 9? Do you know what I mean?
Exactly. That's what I think we're going to lose a few. But I'm hoping it's not Gendry, the Hound, Jon, or Jorah. Even though I don't want Davis to die either. You know, I don't want the other ones to die more. I just feel like maybe at least, I was going to say 3. I mean, it's an odd number, so, you know, can't have 3.5 people. So I'm thinking 3 would die or more.
I mean, it's going to be one of those that we're just, I don't know. I don't even want to know, because I just kind of want to.
I know. It's hard to, these people we've seen this whole time. And so it's hard to, you know, when we were talking about Jon and Jorah earlier, you don't think that Jorah would do something to sabotage Jon, do you? To get rid of him while they're out there? Like, if the White Walkers start coming after him, he trips him.
I'll be the king in the north.
I'll be the king.
Or the warden.
I mean, I just thought about it. I don't know. This is war, and he loves Dany.
Gendry. I mean, Gendry I mean, he's gone out there. So, I mean, what is his? We don't really know how he wants everything to go. I mean, he's still the son of Robert Baratheon, and Baratheon's probably a stronger name in terms of royalty than Stark.
Their sigil's still on
Targaryen is at the moment.
map.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah,
yeah.
Exactly. So, I mean, for Jon to go in that, I don't think he will. But if Jon were to, be sabotaged in that, Gendry would have more of a right to the throne because there would only be Daenerys that's against him. And plus, he's got Targaryen blood as well. Don't forget, Gendry has Targaryen blood. Obviously, his great grandmother was a Targaryen. So I mean, he still, as I say, could technically be the prince that is promised. So it's that. I mean, that's 3 technically Targaryens.
I know.
With Targaryen blood.
Where's Melisandre?
For the 3 dragons.
We need this wrapped up. We need this explained to us. Where did she go?
I'll be really interested to see how they are going to get out of getting this. How they're just going to drag the White Walker from the team and to drag it all the way back to Eastwatch and
safely get
all
back
the way down to
exactly.
Someone's going to die. Something's going to happen.
Yes, something's going to get marked up because that's what they do. And this is, like you said, this is going to be the episode 9 of this season because it's the second to last one. So we just all need to have tissues nearby and alcohol.
I'm going to need tissues and alcohol probably. Although I'm going to watch it in the morning at like 7 o'clock. So
I watch like late at night and then I sleep in and then I wake up and have like 2 or 3 cups of coffee and then I'll start to edit it. But
luckily I'm off work tomorrow, so I booked it off. I was like, I've booked this week and next week Monday. I was like, I'm away, but I did it because I knew it was these 2 episodes. I was like, I need to get these out as soon as I can.
Family business to attend to. I need off. Okay. The whole scene with Davos, however y'all pronounce him, and Tyrion going to find Gendry was another whole scene and interesting. He grabs this well-known hammer. I didn't know that it was a thing. I don't know if it's in the books or if we didn't really dwell on it that much in the show. But when I saw other reactors reacting to Gendry picking up the hammer, they were like, "Oh, the Baratheon hammer, always just like his father." And I'm thinking, I don't remember Robert swinging a hammer or talking about a hammer. Maybe I missed it, but maybe it's in the books as well because I don't read that stuff, and I haven't gotten through all of history and lore. I got through some of it.
I've got where here.
But so that was a whole scene. But then Gendry had to kill the 2 soldiers because they recognized Tyrion, and I was just like, oh.
Yeah, I know. I was like, for God's sake. Here we go.
Don't be pulling out history and lore. You keep that under wherever it was. I don't want to have anything to do with it.
I've got the first 3 books, but I haven't actually.
Oh my gosh! Look how thick. Just look how thick. Yeah.
That's not the books. I want to read them.
The history and lore was being spoken to me, and I was just listening, and I was watching as well, and I was listening, and I was just like, okay, something needs to happen. Anyway, so maybe it was in history and lore. Maybe it was in history and lore, the hammer. I don't know. But anyway, he knows how to use it. That's for sure. Because he killed those 2 soldiers like nobody's business. He did this and this, and they were out. I mean, they were gone. And Tyrion goes, Davis says, "This is Gendry," and he's like, "He'll do."
Yeah.
Yeah. Get in the boat and go.
Get in the boat. Let's go.
Okay. The next scene is Qyburn is talking to Cersei and he leaves and Jaime's like, "What's he doing here?" And she's like, "Well, he's the hand of the hand of the queen." Yeah, he's the hand of the queen. What are you doing here? Do you believe what she said about being pregnant?
Yes, I do. Yeah, because I think she'll die in childbirth.
Okay, now explain to me, because the prophecy back when she was a child said she had 3 children.
So she's not going to have another one.
Exactly. That's what I think. But do you think that she'll die in childbirth? Maybe she'll give birth to a dwarf. Wouldn't that be ironic? The way that their mother died.
That would be so funny. Yeah. I mean, it's either that or it wouldn't be funny. Well, it might be
yeah.
a bit.
Well.
Or if she just miscarries. Because she had a son before Joffrey, didn't she? That died.
Yeah,
Do you remember the series when she said to Catelyn?
Yeah, black of hair.
And then there's that whole thing that people think it could be Gendry.
I've heard
because he said his mother had blonde
heard.
hair.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't think so because that would mean she had 4 kids.
Right.
So it wouldn't. I mean, the prophecy can be wrong.
I don't know.
But
that
she either isn't pregnant, but I think she's
or
pregnant.
I don't think she's pregnant. I mean, well, it's obviously one or the other, Michelle. But you know what I mean? Like, at first I thought, my reaction was, oh my gosh, she's pregnant. And because he was like, well, whose baby is it? In other words, we hadn't been together in a while. And she's like, of course it's yours. And then when she hugged him, she was like, don't ever betray me again. So I think she's like luring him back in because he's totally seeing her for the bitch that she is, like more so. Even from what Lady Olenna had said, she was like, I've done some horrible things, but Cersei is, whoo.
Yeah.
And he knows it. He knows it. So I don't think, I don't know if she's pregnant. I think she might be lying as well.
I think she is, but I do think she will die. And I said the whole thing that with relation to the prophecy is about that the young brother will kill her. As I said, it doesn't say whose younger brother. It doesn't say her younger brother will kill her. So what if it is the younger brother of Joffrey and Tommen?
And through the childbirth, that kills her.
Yeah, and that would be the death of, because it just says the Valkar will wrap his hands around her neck or something. Something along this. I mean, it'd be really cool if the baby was born and just strangled her with little hands.
This is really stretching. I heard you're a bitch. And I don't want you to be my mother.
But if she's pregnant, either way, the baby's going to die or not be real.
Or she's making it up to keep Jaime close.
Yeah. Because it was, as I say, that part where she was like, don't ever betray me again. It was like, oh.
I know. And he just seems terrified around her nowadays. He wants to please her, but it's so much more out of fear than loyalty.
Yeah, definitely.
But he dug that grave, so we're not going there.
Mm-hmm.
That was their choice. That was their family thing, and whatever.
Whatever.
Okay. When Gendry met Jon in the cave, remember Davis was like, your name is Clovis? Yeah, like he gave him this whole backstory. Okay, got it. Hey, I'm Gendry. I'm Robert Baratheon's bastard.
Yeah.
So much for that.
Well, it shows that he can't be controlled.
Yeah. Yeah. Because he told him, he was like, I understand. And you're like, yeah, I got it. Totally said it out loud. But he and Jon, they bantered back and forth with each other like Ned and Robert did in season 1. I thought that was really cool. I was like, they're just like that. I mean, even though Ned's not his father, it's who raised him.
So then it's funny, isn't it? Because it's Rhaegar's son and Rob's son. So the two people that fought against each other, it's,
are joining.
Well, these two people whose fathers hated each other, but one of them hated the other.
Yeah.
They're like quite good friends. And I think that's really quite interesting.
The sins of the sins of your father. That's like that whole thing that they say. Just it's just because of what your father does doesn't mean, if my father was a bad person, that doesn't mean I am. And if I, what I mean, if I'm a good person, that doesn't mean that my child is. It's not.
No.
That's proof of that. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so this is where all the goodbyes happen, and Tyrion saw Jorah. That was cool. Jorah he was packing up the boat when they were leaving, and he heard Tyrion's voice, and he was just standing there, and he had this coin, like when they were both slaves together, and in that whole situation, when the Sons of Harpy were still about, they had a nice little moment. There's been almost every episode, there's been a reunion of some sort, whether it's family or not. It's like, oh, Jon sees Tyrion. Jorah now sees Tyrion. Tyrion saw Jaime. It's like, there's always somebody that's meeting somebody else. And then everybody sees Gendry. He's not still rowing.
No.
So I thought that was neat.
I love that because that bit, obviously, back in the other part of the episode where he said, "I thought you'd still be rowing." I like that was kind of like a nod to all the fans that kept saying,
"Yeah,
Gendry's still rowing."
Yeah, Gendry's missing. Game of Thrones. Did you forget about him?
But I
this
think
whole time he's been in King's Landing.
He's been in King's Landing. I like the team that have been brought together though for this next episode. I think it's such an interesting bunch of characters.
I had no idea who was going to be in the cell until we zoomed in on the Hound. I was like, "There you are." But yeah, they're all there for kind of the same reason, but not. I mean, they are, but they're not because of what the Hound said he saw. So that, I like that too. Let's see. What do you think about Little Shitfinger leading Arya
with the note
down a little path? Yeah, with that inevitable note from season 1. I've been told. Yeah, I couldn't read it fast enough, first of all, but people have broken it down. They were like, "Oh, this is exactly what it said," and I was like,
the one that Cersei told her to write. That
Ned was a traitor and this and that, and and so he wanted her to find that, and I knew it was a trap. It was too easy. Arya, he never does exchanges and does all this stuff out in the open like that. Like he hadn't gotten this far by doing that. So he wanted you to see him and hear what he had to say and to find that. And then he just smiled, and I was like, I knew it. I was like, unless she knows he knows that he's watching her. I know.
It just keeps going back.
Because she's a shifty little shit too. You never know.
Yeah, I mean, she's without a doubt.
She was at the House of Black and White. She knows some stuff. I don't know.
I also saw a theory that Littlefinger was also trained by the House of Black and White by the Faceless Assassins, and that's why he's also clever. Yeah.
Well. Yeah.
I mean, that's just another theory. There's too many theories out there. Too many.
Oh God. Sorry. I've got my phone on vibrate, but we just had an Amber Alert come through. That's weird.
For what?
Do y'all have Amber Alerts?
Like for a storm?
In the US? No, they named it after a girl named Amber. She was kidnapped, and she was killed. But they call it an Amber Alert for kids that are under a certain age. If they've gone missing, they'll send out an Amber Alert like to your phone, and they'll tell you like what they were wearing, where they were last seen, like what type of car. So it can be like a parent that's kidnapped a child, or they've just gone missing. Anyway, I just got that like twice, and I was like, "Who keeps ringing me?" And I was like, "Oh, it's an Amber Alert," because it'll just keep buzzing your phone until you answer it. It's kind of cool.
We don't have them, no.
But
it's not for the person who's gone missing.
It's not in my state even. So, I mean, it's close, but it's not in my state. But I'll keep an eye out. Okay.
Yeah, all you do is watch TV shows on your laptop. So unless someone walks behind you.
Yeah.
Even sometimes you.
Yes. Okay.
I saw her. She was on American Horror Story episode 7. But that's another story, guys.
I'm
sorry.
Really
let's get back.
Let's
get back. Questions.
Yes. Okay. So, but I agree with you, Arya and Sansa. I think Little Shitfinger is trying to pit them against each other. They're he's definitely trying to cause a wedge in there so that Sansa will listen to him. Because John's away and Little Shitfinger wants his way. Oh, that rhymed. Well, no, actually, I just said way twice. Okay, but then we ended up with those 7 leaving.
Yeah.
Out into the snow, and we've already kind of said who we think's coming back.
If you had to pick one, which one do you think is going to die out of all of them? If we have to say one's going to die.
The ones I know the least, either the High Priest or the other one that he keeps bringing back.
Beric or the Red Priest, yeah.
Yes, yeah. The High Priest or the one he keeps bringing back to life.
I think the
but everybody else alone.
Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Like John's and Jorah and Gendry and that.
Yeah, and they need to be in season 8 still.
Yeah, so
We need them. I hope they're not gone for half of season 8, stuck out in the snow. I don't know. Some people feel like the last couple episodes or this whole season's been rushed. I don't feel like it's been rushed. I know a lot's happening, but they're saying, well, it's impossible to get from here all the way up to here, back to here, back to here in one episode. Mm-hmm. When in season 3, it took forever to get just from here to here. Well, it depends on how we focused on the story. I don't think they're rushing it. I know the writing's different, but
yeah, I mean, that's when I want to address. A lot of people have been attacking Hunter and her things for the way. But I don't think people realize like Hunter is a writer. Like, and
I didn't know that.
Don't get me wrong. Did you not? You got books.
Have I got books?
No. Hunter's got books.
Oh,
She's an author.
Fiction writing? What's she do? I'll
talk
to her. Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So she said that she thinks that a lot of season 7 is like written like, and a couple of people have said this, written like a fan fiction, and it is really.
It's for the fans.
Look at it, because
well, we're getting a reunion every half hour. I know.
Well, yeah, everyone's coming back together. Danny's met John, and it's all sort of. I think just because it's tying up.
Okay, right. Okay. Does she like that or not like that?
She didn't like that. I think she thought that it was a bit sloppy, the writing. But yeah, she got a lot of hate for it, and I was like, well, that's the whole point. Everyone's allowed an opinion.
I was going to say that now, like we were saying, this is coming from a writer's perspective. Then she's coming at it from a whole other angle than just people that watch the show. Okay, do you have questions? Are you looking up questions? We can take questions now, moderators.
Yeah, everyone, questions. We'll try and answer as many as we can because we did.
We've answered the one about Cersei. I had that one forwarded to me about her pregnancy. So we've answered that. Okay. Do you have one ready?
I'm just getting them up. I got them.
Okay.
Dan said, who will die out of the 7 going the north? We've said that, we think. Either Beric or... I can't remember the guy who's the red priest.
The guy with the bun. Right?
Yeah, him. That guy.
That style's coming back.
Yeah, it is.
It is.
Definitely.
Yeah, that's who we think it'll be one of those 2 people. We agree with that.
Yeah.
And then I want the rest of the 5 to come back.
To brave the live chat right now. I'm going in.
George is going in. I don't have a computer to look at. Go, George. Go, George.
So people, I mean, there's quite a few people removing comments, which is good to see.
Okay.
So that's the main thing.
Good.
So people, come on, drop your comments. Let's go.
Drop your comments.
Do you think Bronn will betray the Lannisters if the Night King promises him a castle?
Well, Bronn's been with Jaime and with Tyrion, but Tyrion's now with Dany. Even though they're both Lannisters. So I don't think over a castle. I know he wants a castle. They made a big deal about that because he wanted to take Lady Olenna's castle. He said it's empty. But I think that's Bronn. I don't think he really would just. He's been too loyal. He's never shifted.
Yeah.
Like just a shift. Like he's done what he's had to do with both sides. But what do you think?
I don't think he would. No, I don't think he'd do that. I think that was just kind of a joke that he wants a castle that badly. I don't think he would. Do you think Cersei might end up believing if they actually brought the dead to her? Well, I'd hope so. I mean, she'd have to be really thick if she didn't. If they came to her Imagine if they got there and she's like, no, I don't believe you.
Yeah. Here, we're going to keep stabbing him, and then you watch and see that he's still walking around.
Yeah.
No, I don't believe it.
No, I don't.
She is thick, though, sometimes.
Well, Q&A, is Game of Thrones happening in another planet in the galaxy, or is it completely fictional? I mean, is it possible for humans to travel there in spaceships in the far future?
I don't believe in aliens.
Well,
I've already talked about that in my video.
I always thought that this was supposed to be set in the far, far future of our place because it was about global warming. Because the White Walkers are global warming and nobody believes that they're coming. That's just me.
I'm not going to say anything about global warming either.
Do you have real
I'm not
serious?
saying a word.
Okay.
Saying a word.
Do you think Littlefinger will die this season?
Yes. God,
Yeah.
he only has 2 episodes. Maybe he'll die on Sunday. I can only hope.
Maybe. We can hope that, right?
There's an episode. This is an episode 9 tonight, y'all. Somebody's gonna die. Let's all hope it's little Shitfinger. And I don't know if Arya will do it, but just somebody. Bran even. Bran knows.
Do you think John and Danny will hook up? If yes, how do you feel about it? Right now, I'm not about it personally. But I don't think I've ever heard about anyone that she's been with. I didn't really like it with Dario. Maybe I'm just very
I don't like her with anybody.
I'm just very overprotective. I'm like an overprotective dad. I better not say dad because then they'll say, "Oh, he's the Mad King confirmed." I mean, I am. But...
You are a Targaryen.
The Mad Reenactor. I know.
Loves the Mad Reenactor. Change your thing. There you go.
I know. Yeah. What's this one? How hard has it been to avoid the spoilers? Have you had to do things differently this week to avoid them? I accidentally saw them. I really hate when no one spoils it for you. Just not using social media.
Mm-hmm. I still get on Twitter, but the only thing I do is if I don't recognize the name of somebody sending me like a tweet, I don't click on it at all. But I've been hitting like on some because they've been subscribers that the names I'm used to. And then I only go on there to my homepage and like post something, and then I just get right off. Like I don't scroll. I don't see what everybody's posting. Yeah, stay away from social media. It's the best thing.
I've just been doing that, and I've actually not seen as much. I saw more of when that Spoils of War episode leaked because all of my YouTube was like the suggested videos were like scenes from that episode.
See, I've been with that. I've been because I've been wanting to see people's reactions, like that they're just getting like Allie. Y'all from Merit Productions, he was sick last week, which is he and Marco couldn't join us for that reason. They're both having to catch up on all their videos because I mean he was sick for a solid week, and they always do the editing and the filming at Allie's. So Allie actually just reacted to episode 5, like it was up today. I haven't watched it yet, but when I do pull it up, I'm gonna have to cover the right hand side of my laptop. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't see any of the other thumbnails like that. I've been having to do that this week if I want to watch something on YouTube.
Yeah,
because I know it'll just pop right in my face. So.
Well, what I've done is I've set my YouTube. So usually it goes onto the YouTube homepage, but I've set it so it goes on YouTube/subscription. So it only comes up with the videos of the people I'm subscribed to. So I never go on like, but when I'm watching videos, I always have to like full screen it really quick.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, suggested videos for you.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, how nice.
Yeah.
Suggested.
Spoilers.
Yeah.
But no, it's today/tomorrow morning, so it's come round.
I know.
It will be.
Now,
good.
what are you planning on, George, for episode 7? For the finale, what are you planning on?
I don't know what's happening this episode. Episode 7.
I mean,
I think it depends on.
I know you're taking off work.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, I don't know. It depends what happens in this episode. If they get the White Walker, if they get it back, then I don't know how much we're going to see. Is this episode going to be purely them going to get the White Walker and that's it? Are we getting other scenes?
Yeah.
That can be part of it. Do you know what I mean? Like,
no. This is what I meant. I've had people ask me because I did this. You know, you and I have had to play catch up.
Yeah.
Like we haven't had to wait from season to season to season until in a couple of weeks we're gonna have to wait like everybody else. What I mean is, like, when I reacted to the last 2 episodes of season 6, they asked me to do it live. So I did like a full-on 4.5-hour live stream. They've asked me to do that again for episode 7. And I don't know if I do that, I can't do it really, really late on a Sunday night because nobody's going to be up to watch it. So I'd have to wait till almost like a Monday at like 6-ish my time so that other people are home from work and can see it. Or should I just react to it like normal and do it in 2 parts or something? Like, that's what I meant. Like,
I mean, I live streamed episode 10 of episode 6. I did that one.
Right.
But I had a really bad mic. When I watched it back out, it was so shit. The live stream. I'm so glad that I recorded it.
Bitch to edit. Oh, I hated editing that. Yeah.
But for this one, I think I'm just going to do it 2 parts. Because, I mean, the live stream's great, but it's going to be, you know, I think people would rather see it in a better quality with the picture-in-picture. So no, I don't think I would live stream the final episode. One, because
I'm kind of leaning toward not doing it live and just doing it like normal and do it in 2 parts.
Yeah,
like you said, the good quality. Yeah, it was just so much because my audio was separate than my mouth moving to what I was reacting to the actual video, and I had to sync all 3 up, and it was it was a nightmare because it took me like 2 weeks to get it up.
91 minutes as well, isn't it?
Oh shit! No, I can't do that.
Yeah,
I can't do that.
Anyway, let me get back to some questions.
Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, here's one. What do you think about the possibility that season 8 won't come out until 2019? My heart broke a little when I learned that. Love you guys. That's from Rebecca Fitzgerald. Thank you, Rebecca.
Why wouldn't it come out 2018? What does that mean?
It's not coming out until 2019.
Why? I haven't heard that. When?
You haven't heard that?
No, what month?
Like, it's going to be a year and a half.
Oh.
Yeah. Because Westworld season 2 comes out 2018, so they're obviously holding that back for that.
Don't bring up Westworld when we're talking about Game of Thrones. That's just not even right.
Westworld's great. Maeve's my favorite, but again, that's another.
Well, the last episode I just reacted to that actually made sense to me.
Which one was episode 6?
Yeah, episode 6. The adversary.
Yeah, I did.
Like, she's really with it, and she went touring through the whole place with that guy.
Yeah,
that was really interesting. So, yeah, but up until then, I was just like, yeah. But anyway,
Game of Thrones is much easier. We just have conversations.
Oh, sorry.
We just like anyway.
George and I, we live chat.
We do this a lot, don't we? Yeah,
we do. We sang. We live chat. We talk. We're like, "How are you?" So we forget.
So it's just like another one of them, really. But you're all here.
Hey.
So have we got any more questions? What do you think is going to come out first, season 8 or the next book of Game of Thrones? Because that still hasn't come out.
Oh yeah, he's writing the book. I'm interested in hearing how. I'm not going to read the book, but I'm interested in hearing how different the book's going to be from this season 7 that they just did. I mean, season 6. No, season 7. Well, 6 and 7.
No, season 6.
Yeah, because he stopped the books at 5, right? So 6, 7, and on.
Didn't the books finish with his death, with Thinger's death?
Yes.
Oh, I've got a good question here.
Okay.
Let me just. What actor do you think what actor do you think, or what actor do you think could play Rhaegar perfectly?
Oh God. Do you think we're going to see Rhaegar?
Yeah, and I don't want you to judge your reaction, your comments on anyone that you know personally. But who would make a good Rhaegar Targaryen? I don't know.
They've already cast the person if they're doing it, George. Stop it.
No, season.
And
8.
I don't think
it's season 8.
They're watching our reaction.
No, I'm too young to be Rhaegar. I will be.
Well, it'd have to be an English actor, and I don't know many of them. Sorry, so George, that question has to go to you.
It'll be me. I will be when they do the spin-offs. I will be Aegon the Conqueror. The first Targaryen that came over to Westeros.
Yes, you can. I grant you that. I second that. So let it be done. Now answer the question. Who do you think is going to be Rhaegar? I don't know a lot of English actors. I do by face. I don't know their names. I don't know. Who? What's his name from Taken? He's Irish. He's Irish, isn't he?
He's a bit old. He needs to be a singer because he sang to them. Rhaegar never liked killing people.
But do you remember on Coldplay's musical on Game of Thrones? Remember when Liam Neeson was narrating that?
Yeah. We didn't sing.
What if they put him in the show? No, but I mean, that's Rhaegar.
No.
Okay.
I think it'll be someone random. We don't know if
I hope so. Cast. Yeah, it doesn't need to be. Yeah. We don't need Ed Sheeran popping in again. It's like,
is Ed Sheeran?
What are you doing in the medieval times? That's weird.
Another question. What do you prefer, a prequel or a sequel? What would you prefer to see after Game of Thrones is finished?
What do you mean?
Well, when it's finished, when season 8 is finished, would you prefer, with the spin-offs, would you prefer a sequel to season 8 or would you prefer a prequel? I prefer a prequel.
Like a season 9?
Yeah, well, it'll be a different show. What
are we talking about? I only know of what a sequel is. I only know what a sequel is. I don't know. That's a spinoff, right?
Do you know what a prequel is?
No, that's where I'm confused.
You don't know what a prequel is?
George, I just said I didn't. I hate when you say something and then they ask it again. You don't know what a prequel is?
Prequel means before.
Uh-huh. Oh, I don't want
a prequel is what happened before the story. You don't want a backstory.
I don't want to.
You don't want Aegon the Conqueror or Robert's Rebellion or the first men versus the children in the. What? Are you okay?
Are you? I don't want that. I don't want because they're already showing us flashbacks. Like they'd have to use those same actors. What if they're dead? I don't want.
Yeah, but I don't want to see Jon going, oh, look, I'm on the throne now. Look at me. That's all they're going to show, Jon on the throne.
I don't want either one. I don't want a prequel or a sequel. I want them to finish it and be done with it.
Well, it's already got 5 prequels, 5 spin-offs in the works, so you're going to have to deal with that.
Hey, did you know Will and Grace is coming back on TV?
I never watched it.
Shut up.
No, I never watched it. But you know what I did watch?
Like
the
all
chat
of them are coming back.
In this comment. I don't know what it is. Isn't it about a gay person? And so I don't know. Isn't it? What is it about?
Well, there's two gay guys, but they're not together. And then there's Grace, and then there's y'all. What's her name? With the whiny voice. You've never seen Will and Grace? Like it's been off air. It was on when Friends was on, and they're coming. Like the whole cast is coming back for like a new season in the fall. Oh God, George, we gotta talk later. Okay, sorry.
Okay, Q&A. Do you think Dany and Jon will eventually find out they're related, and do you think that will change how they see each other?
I don't think it will for Dany, because that's Targaryens are used to that.
Dad and mother was
right?
and sister when
Daenerys
was.
I don't see Jon. I don't think Jon's interested right now, even. Like if they were both, if I felt they were both sort of interested, then I'd kind of give it more thought. But he's not really. He's all about this White Walker thing and getting it stopped. You know what I mean? And Dany's been giving him the googly eyes.
Yeah.
And I think he's just kind of like, I think he notices, but he's just like, got things to do. Oh, here's a question. I meant to bring this up. Grey Worm and Missy. Where's Grey Worm?
Yeah.
And the Unsullied, the ones that survived, are they coming back? How are they
He's still
stranded?
at Castle Rock, isn't he?
Right. How is she getting them back to Blackstone?
Dragonstone. It's not important, I don't think. I think they were just like, we need to get rid of characters quick. Let's lock these people.
I liked Grey Worm.
I like Grey Worm.
Missy had a moment. I need to know what happens with that. Remember, she told Danny there was many things. And Danny said, oh,
girl.
Right. So I'm like, where's Grey Worm? Okay, he's gonna be gone like Gendry now. We'll see him season 8.
Yeah. Maybe he'll come back in the next episode or the season finale. They might go and get him out.
Okay.
But I mean, Euron, we haven't seen Euron since, so
Euron's captured them all. He might have, because their ships were there.
Unless he captured them and took them to King's Landing, and they're in the dungeons there, maybe.
Maybe.
What if Cersei's pregnant with Euron's? What if Cersei's pregnant with Euron's baby?
I thought that as well. When Jaime questioned her, I was like, "What do you mean, whose baby?" And then I was like, "Oh, maybe she did give in." Even though she said, okay, I'll marry you once the battle's won.
Yeah.
But I was like, well, what if they kind of, and I think that's what he was asking too. Kind of like, I've been gone, kind of fighting, dragons and things.
Yeah.
You're pregnant with whose baby? So that did cross my mind as well. But I don't think, I don't think she would have gone for Guyliner. You're on.
No.
Sexy man. Oh, your door opened.
Yeah, it's my mom.
You showed me that ghost video, and I was looking at the door, and I was like, "That's opening. That's opening." Crap. That's
no one
opening. All right. Any other questions? My phone hadn't gone off lately.
Any other questions? We don't answer enough. Come on.
We've got time. We've got 15 minutes, guys. How many are online, George?
124.
124. Somebody has to have a question.
Tell me what you think about me.
Let me look back through my notes. I was trying to hit some points.
Some points.
We've talked about a lot of it. There was somebody else that we haven't seen in a while, other than Grey Worm.
Who we haven't seen in a while.
Yeah, and it wasn't Yara. I feel like she's still being held at King's Landing, right? Euron brought her, but then the mother.
Yara was taken back, I think.
When he drug her through the streets.
Yeah.
So it's just a large. What the hell is that? Put that away. Oh, that's Danny riding. Oh God, I'm telling you. Well, first of all, your screen was frozen, so all I saw was the pop doll, 2 dark eyes, and I thought it was a demon-looking thing in the bottom screen of the camera.
Oh, the red eyes.
Well, I don't know. It was. Stop it.
Sorry, there's some questions coming in. If you could ship any character from a different TV show with someone from Game of Thrones, who would it be?
Ship.
Yeah. Do you know what ship is?
Yeah, I do know it. Y'all, he's going to get it when we go off air. He's going to get it.
Yeah, I won't be reacting to episode 6 because I won't be making it.
Well, okay. What else do I watch?
Excuse me, I think, do you know what? I've got them right here. I know exactly who I would.
See what I'm doing?
Lately ship these two.
Oh, Walking Dead. Carol and Danny?
Yes.
Oh, could you see Carol on a
hand of the Queen? Carol is the hand of the Queen.
Y'all, Carol. October 22nd. Walking Dead is coming back. You don't know how many people have asked me if I'm reacting to The Walking Dead.
I do.
I mention it as often as possible. that I watched The Walking Dead, and I'm going to react to season 8. I just started YouTube in April, so I obviously didn't react to anything.
You did react to a bit of The Walking Dead, didn't you?
I haven't reacted to any Walking Dead. I finished up Once Upon a Time.
I can't remember what the first thing I was, because Alex was like, you need to go and subscribe to her. And I just didn't want to be murdered, so I said, okay, and subscribe to you.
He had a gun at your head. I know. He's mean.
He was like,
I didn't rate them right.
So I was like,
okay. It had to have been Once Upon a Time, because I was only reacting to Once Upon a Time, Breaking Bad, which has been taken down. And then I started Game of Thrones. It was suggested. I wasn't even going to do it. I was going to do like How to Get Away with Murder and something else. And people were like, you have to do Game of Thrones. And I was like, do I? Do I really? Like, I'm thinking to myself, do I really have to? And then I heard Sean Bean was in it. And I was like, from Lord of the Rings, like that's my favorite movie of all time. Yeah. Hello. So I was like, okay, I'll get into it if he's in it, thinking he's the main character throughout all the seasons. But I am glad I stuck with it and reacted to it. But
oh my God, yeah.
You didn't see me react to Walking Dead because I have not yet.
No, I don't know why I thought
maybe a trailer, but no, you subscribed before that. So
yeah, I'm reading your very first video you put up. The Walking Dead, and this is what I said to you. Yes, and Alex and me asking him about George, and so that makes you my mother-in-law, and then you put, then we are definitely family. Thanks for checking out my channel.
Oh,
don't
yeah.
compare my quality of videos to his, not yet anyway. Walking Dead in October. And I thought, look forward to all your future videos. Now look at us.
We're doing some together.
Whoop, whoop.
Y'all see what a small world it is? You just reach out and touch someone.
In a place that they want to be touched, not just.
Not in the
inappropriate
Targaryen way. You know what I mean? Exactly.
Is Cersei planning a red wedding too?
Oh shit.
Maybe she could, yeah, her and Euron's wedding. Dun, dun, dun. That'd be good.
That would be awesome.
That would be like a good season finale, episode finale. Maybe if she, like in this season, in episode 7.
Arya does something.
Mm.
And then, like, before she stabs Cersei, she says, "Winter is coming." with Ned's face on her.
Ned's, that would be really dark. Ned's.
His head was on a spike. I'm sure it's decayed, but.
It's still there.
Still there, I think. Who do you think Arya's going to kill next? Do you think she's going to finish her list, George?
I think she'll kill Littlefinger next.
He's not on her list. But do you think that's who you think she'll?
Yeah.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. And who else is left on the list? Just Cersei?
No, there's loads, isn't there?
No.
She added the red woman.
She took the hound off. No, she didn't.
She added.
What are you get serious? You don't know what prequel is.
And
she added
Melisandre to it.
I don't remember that.
Don't you? They've got to meet one more time.
I know she's gonna. When Melisandre left Varys, remember she said, "You and I both have to die in this country."
Yeah.
But she was leaving, and I remember she had to meet Arya one more time. So she's not supposed to be seen north anymore because Jon said he'd kill her. But I think she'll see Arya again before she dies. But
and the mountain's on the list.
No, she took him off. Remember when she was fighting the way
off the list?
Oh, not the mountain. Sorry, I thought you meant the hang on. Misspoke.
I didn't.
Yeah, the mountain definitely. How do you kill the thing? You know what I mean? Like he's Frankenstein. Yeah, definitely a dragon would do it. He's been put back together. By Dr. Frankenstein.
Yeah, I want to know if we're going to see the Shane woman again. What was her name?
Yeah, what kind of situation is she? Let's just say let's just not even think about it.
I want to see her again because I said about that she could possibly be the bride of Frankenstein.
Oh my gosh.
That'd be well cool. I don't think she is.
It's going to turn into Once Upon a Time where we just pull all kind of characters into.
What is Once Upon a Time?
Show. George.
What?
You haven't seen Once Upon a Time?
No. Alex reacts to it as well, doesn't he?
I know.
Somebody else.
That's why I started following him. It's
Oh.
because he started with season 1, episode 1 of Once Upon a Time, and I've been watching Once Upon a Time. When Game of Thrones came out in 2011, that's when Once Upon a Time started.
Oh.
So that's what I was watching while y'all were watching. Not you, but
I was watching American
Horror Gamers. Oh God! Don't bring that up. I have nightmares about that show. Yeah. So while the Game of Throners, what do they like to be called? What do the Game of Thrones fans like to be called? Like Once Upon a Times are called Oncers. You know what I mean?
That's such a crap name.
Okay. Well, then you tell them that at Comic-Con because
that's such a crap name, guys.
Okay, I heard you. You're watching Once Upon a Time. I don't know how I'm getting it to you, but you're going to watch it. Yeah.
Okay.
You're gonna have
What happened to Ghost? What happened to Ghost? That's a question. Where's Ghost?
Exactly.
At Winterfell.
He is at Winterfell, but we haven't seen him.
No. That's because we've had to pay for these. We don't have the money to have.
Ghost, you stay in your dressing room. You're not needed yet.
Yeah. Sorry.
But at least he and Nymeria are the lone direwolves, which I think we'll see Nymeria again.
I hope so.
At some point.
When the west winds blow. No, is it?
When the sun sets in the west.
No, I'm not talking about Danny and. Not
I talked to his mother.
The sun sets in the east and rises in the west.
Yeah.
No, not that one. I'm talking about when the west winds blow and there's something fall and the snows fall. The lone wolf dies, but the pack survives. That was the thing that Arya was. The story that Ned used to tell Arya as a child.
Okay.
And it was in the trailer. Oh, you didn't see the trailer. Never mind.
No.
Never mind then.
Oh.
Sorry. I'm
telling you.
I
look a hot mess. I had makeup on earlier today.
Look who's here. Look who's here. Im's here.
Who?
Im.
I saw Im on one of his when he was doing one of his reactions. George, did you see the one when he says I'm Im buff?
Yes.
And then he's like, wait a minute. Im buff. I'm film buff. That's funny. You need to join us on the finale, Im.
Mm-hmm. Yes, you do.
And then we need to get together at some point and do a 1 through 7. I mean, season 7, 1 through 7. See, episode 1 through 7.
We'll just have to stay at someone's house for season 8.
Yes, I said, come on over here in the South to welcome everybody.
Stay there for 8 weeks so we can group react to every episode.
Yes, come on, start saving up for the plane ticket.
We'll have to do that at some point.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
We'll do it. If you, here we go. This is for me. If you were to advise Danny, what would you tell her to do? I'd tell her to burn them in their beds.
No.
Burn them in their homes.
You're gonna catch such.
I'm just gonna have to go with it now because.
Oh, you just have to embrace it, right?
Yeah, I was watching. My friend Kath has never seen Game of Thrones before, and she's just watching it. She's on episode 5. Well, I was at hers the other day, and we were watching episode 5, season 3, episode 5, with my favorite scene, which one of my favorite scenes is Brienne and Jamie in the bath. You know, when he's talking about the Mad King. I love that scene.
Yeah.
And what was it that? What was it she reacted to? I can't remember what it was. Something happened, and I was like, oh, I should have recorded your reaction to it. Oh, I don't know what it was. Something basically. Something happened.
Yeah.
What happened in episode 5? Did somebody die?
This is after he lost his hand.
Yeah, no, it's after Glass of Sand, and it's after
Right.
Dracarys.
Right.
Um,
It's like Dracarys. Which one? Yeah.
There's been so many.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just reading all these comments that say Mad King George confirmed, Mad Reactor, Mad King George strikes again.
See,
Confirmed,
you just
George is
had
the
to
Mad King.
just change your channel name. You're the king of fire and not ice. Just fire.
Fire and blood.
You're the king of fire and blood. Just change it now.
Oh, right, I'll just change my entire channel. Yeah.
Yeah. And you only need to react to things that have fire in them and death and destruction.
Today we're going to react to the song Firestarter.
We're going to call you Hades.
King of Fire.
Bless it.
I don't even know what we were talking about.
But I will get upset if people
say
personal bad talk you on your channel.
Thank you.
I will start shutting that shit down. George put me in as a moderator.
Yeah.
Because I made him. I didn't really ask. I was like, put me in as a moderator.
She said she's gone and deleted a load of comments, but before she did, she like went mad at them and then deleted them.
Yeah, I did say something first. Left it up for a little while and then I deleted it. I don't care. I don't care. You don't have to get personal when you don't like something that we say.
Mm-hmm.
But don't call me a retard. I hate that word. I have a brother with a disability. He has severe cerebral palsy. You just don't call people retarded or a retard anyway. But don't call me a retard. Don't call me stupid. Don't tell me to die. Don't say F me. Don't, you know what I mean? Like, that's coming into my house. You're coming on my channel and talking shit to me personally, unless you say, you know, I don't believe what you're saying. Like, you can say, you can disagree all you want to, and you can disagree with George. But when it becomes personal, that's when you're going to get banned.
Yeah.
You need to just move on. Because we don't have to take it. We didn't sign up for this. We're doing this for fun. We're not doing it to be harassed and being told to die of certain illnesses and stuff. Like, I mean, I've been told that, and it's like, I don't know you. What have I done to you?
Yeah, because I got that one about when I said that because I was just in the moment and I'd said that the ash looked beautiful. I got told I should have died in Hiroshima, and I was like, I didn't actually.
I saw that comment.
Yeah.
That's the one
But,
yeah.
Anyway, let's see what some of these. I want George to say my name.
Say my name. Say my name.
You want me to say my name, or you want me to say your name?
Say it.
Well, his name's Rhaegar. Rhaegar Shioshi. But
say it right. You're gonna say it.
His name is Rhaegar. My name is Rhaegar Targaryen, and I love Lyanna Stark.
Did you get an annulment so that you and her could have a baby named Jon Snow?
We had a baby. I lost her. I also lost my other children.
You sound like a robot.
Do I?
You did for a second there. It went near. You went wonkers. Do we have any more questions?
Do you think we will
no
get
one's watching?
No, I know, just talking shit. There's two here. Do you think we will get Clegane Bowl at any point?
What is this Clegane Bowl? I know it's the Hound against the Mountain, but why is this brought up? Is this in the book?
No, but I think because it's like Super Bowl, so I think it's like the whole thing. Like it was just like a big fight right down between them. I would like to see that.
Well, they kind of fought in season 1. And when King Robert said, "Stop this madness," that wasn't really fighting, but that was kind of cool. But he's not. I mean, how could the Hound win against the Mountain now? He's a machine, basically. He's like the Terminator.
It would be interesting if he sees the Hound and something in him, you know, sort of
goes normal, because he was such a kind human being before. Shoved his brother's face in the fire. Yeah. No, we don't think there's going to be a Clegane. We don't have time. We've got 2 episodes, and then we have another season, and we've got to wrap shit up because we're not doing a prequel or a sequel. Because
even though there's 5 spin-offs in the works, they're not actually happening.
I don't care.
Have it here first. American Mum won't be reacting to the spin-offs.
Nope.
You actually not?
No, I would if it's coming on. Just play along with me, George.
Do you think Gendry might fall for Sansa and further complicate the situation between herself and Arya?
Oh shit! I thought Arya and Gendry was going to be
Gendry is going to go back to Winterfell. He's going to see Arya. They're going to lock eyes and they're going to be fall in love and have lots of kids.
That's what I think. So where did Sansa come from?
Sansa's going to marry Littlefinger, isn't she? Let's be honest.
I know. I think so too. Out of convenience, out of a political, out of a strategic move, because she knows what he is. But like I've said, keep your enemies closer.
Mm-hmm.
I could totally see that, but not Sansa with Gendry.
No,
definitely not. But Gendry has to survive outside the wall with all this White Walker nonsense before he gets to see Arya to begin with. So
it might never happen, guys.
I have a question. Did you find it weird that nobody's brought up Rickon? Rick, I called him Rick, but I know John knew that Rick died because he was going to save them, and then Battle of the Bastards happened. So he knows Rick died, but I never heard him tell Sansa. Oh yeah, Sansa was there. That's right. Sansa was there with Little Shipfinger. But have they told Arya?
Well, they weren't at that part, were they? Unless they were hiding up the top.
She was just like, Bran's here too. Yeah, I would have thought Arya would have been like, and what about Rickon? You know, but like that didn't happen. And I'm like seriously, this kid, like, why was he in the show?
Yeah.
Like, why was he the fifth Stark child? Because we really
just for banter, really.
We really didn't need him, did we?
No. What would this is one for me from No Limit. What would need to happen for you to dislike Dany? She would have to turn out to. She would have to have a blood transfusion and no longer be a Targaryen. She would have to dye her hair or shave it all off.
She's brunette.
Yeah. She would have to change her name. She would have to kill her dragons. She would have to not be in the series. She would. Is that
specific enough of an answer?
Yeah. Basically, she would have to change her name to something else, and she would have to no longer be that person.
She'd have to go to the House of Black and White and become no one.
Yes. And then I would like no one. So.
And then I would be in love with no one. Oh, this Amber Alert, honey, are you getting this as well? Baby, are you getting the Amber Alert?
It's an Amber Alert, guys.
It's on again.
What?
It's on again.
Is it?
How do I pull it up? It just shows on the front of my phone and then it goes away. I want to read the information. Oh, shit. Click on what? It's gone away. How do I pull it back up? Sorry. It's come up again, y'all. Somebody's missing. And it's in, where is it? In North Carolina? Western? I didn't know there was a city called Western.
Westeros.
Westeros. Exactly. I need to be on the lookout for somebody.
Daenerys would have to say there is a man called George Alexander. I hope I get to go Dracarys on him. I mean, even if she said that, I would probably lie there and be like, just do it.
Bring the heat, baby.
Because fire can't kill a dragon, bitch.
Oh, yeah. Oh, God.
Sorry.
Funny. Bitch.
Do you think Arya can be gentler again or not so psychotic, or has she gone too far to come back? I'm hoping that she sees Gendry in some...
I think she can control it, though. We saw how she was with Sansa.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Or she would be like Bran. She'd be like...
Yeah.
Hi. You know what I mean? Like soulless.
Yeah.
And she's not like that. Like I said, they were never close. I want to see her with John.
Mm-hmm.
I think her and Bran would have had a nice reunion because they were closest in age. But he's Three-Eyed Raven, so he had that soulless facade. So we haven't really seen her in a good reunion yet. Like, you know, like her and John, basically, or her and Rob, if he was still around, would have been good. But I think Arya can control it. I think she can come back. I mean, she just needs to get these names off the list, and then she'll go back to, you know, life as it is. She's been through. She does have PTSD though. She definitely does.
I think
just
all
like
the
Theon
Starks
did.
do.
Exactly. How could you not?
No. Oh, this is good. Shane of Thrones says Arya wearing Catelyn's face would be the best way to bring Catelyn back and the best way to seduce and then kill Baelish.
Oh, because he loved Cat. Now that's a theory I could go with.
But that would be really dark.
I'd be behind that.
Face.
Yeah.
Who knows?
And I still don't know how all that works because you put the face on and I mean, like the hands would change and your size changes like she did with Frey.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't just little Arya with this big head on of Walder Frey. Like it looked like him, it talked like him. You know what I mean? So I don't know how it works. Like George said, this show is full of magic, and that is true. So even though that's creepy, if it's for the sake of revenge,
possibly
do it. I'd do it to get back at somebody and be like, "This is the face you see killing you."
Yeah. Oh, that's a good one. That Doomfist said they definitely put out an Amber Alert for Gendry in season 2.
We found it. See, it works. It just takes a while. Oh,
takes 5 series.
Bless them.
God rest. I don't know why I said God rest his soul. He's alive.
I was going to say, God rest his.
Because I was like, he's back.
He just got back. We need him to be with Arya. We just had this conversation.
Yeah. What if Dany and Jorah get together? Oh, it's never going to happen.
He still keeps hoping it, you know, because she got, when he left and she was like, bring yourself back to me. You know, I command you to heal yourself and whatever. It was like there was hope in his eyes because she was crying. Because she does know, regardless of his, he wasn't completely truthful with her. Like, hey, I was sent as a spy. And then you were supposed to be assassinated. But hey, I've saved your life all these many times. With the, you know, you didn't drink that wine, that poison, the Sons of the Harpy, like I helped you there. I helped you like so many different times. So she knows he cares, but I think it's still not just an age thing. I think it's just separate. She just doesn't feel that way. But he is like a part of her because he was there from the beginning, or at least from when we met her.
Yeah, I think he just wants to protect her now more than anything. I think the kind of love thing's gone. He's had a lot of time to think and reflect.
Yeah.
Maybe that's just me. Maybe that's just me.
And why didn't, another thing, like why didn't they show on screen when Jorah returned, Jon was standing right there. And when she said, so you found a cure, and he said, well, I mean, he wasn't being sarcastic, but he said something like, well, obviously I did, or I wouldn't be here. Why wouldn't he say this guy named Sam at the Citadel cured me? Then Jon would have been like, no way. Like, why isn't this happening?
Because there's still little time, so much to do. Mary can't rush it.
Okay.
So they don't have time to delve into these details.
That's what I'd be doing. I'd be like, and then this happened, and then it was painful as hell. And then,
Sorry.
Okay.
I don't know why I'm apologising. I didn't write it.
I don't either. What are you sorry for? I'm the one rambling.
I'm sorry for everything.
Before today, George and I were planning on Hunter and Merrick Productions joining us because we sent out the thing. But things happen and things, life happens, is what I'm trying to say. So for different reasons, they both channels couldn't be here. So then George and I were texting like today, and we were like, okay, it's just you and me. And we're like, okay, well, we've done it before. We can do it. That's fine. And then I was thinking, oh my gosh, it's 2 episodes. Okay, it's still fine. We can do it. Oh God, are we going to be able to do it? And then George is like, I don't have all my usual detailed notes. And I was thinking, oh, like I have little bullet points written down. And then I'm thinking, oh God, now I'm just,
We made it work.
We did. I think we did. Are there any more questions? I don't
know. Oh, Rhaegar says, I've got to go now. See you guys on your reaction videos tomorrow. Enjoy the episode. See you tomorrow, Rhaegar.
Yes.
Another one from Rebecca Fitzgerald. Do you think anything more will come of the grayscale? Do you think it will affect him in the future at all? Yeah, I mean, because it kind of went, and I'm just like, surely it can't just disappear that fast. I mean, he didn't even have. I mean, it was on his face. I mean, we don't know if underneath he's still scarred, like
Right. Like Shireen was.
Like Shireen was.
I mean, it looked, I mean, if anything, you think it would be like a scar, not so much. Like Shireen looked like it just kind of like they stopped it. They didn't cure it. They stopped it from spreading. His, like, you know, his body looked raw when the maester was looking him over and stuff. And it didn't reach his face, but like his whole, I don't know.
Oh, this is a good question from Charles Dunkley. Do you think they capture a white or one of John's crew sacrifices themselves to become the white?
Oh, God, don't say that.
Imagine that. That would be interesting.
To say, I'll do it so that you can bring me back. Well, how you can't control it. Once you're turned, you can't be like, look, I'm going to change. And when I turn into this White Walker, I'm going to be nice. I'm going to be nice to you. I'm not going to try and, this like The Walking Dead, George. You know, you've seen The Walking Dead.
I've seen every single episode, apart
from
one.
God. I've named a show he's seen. So The Walking Dead, if you get bitten, right, and you turn into a zombie, I don't stab you in the brain.
Walker.
You're good.
Do you not watch American Horror Story, Mum?
Yes. I swear to God, y'all, when we're done, he's had it. He's gonna have a black eye, and we're not even gonna how that happens. It's gonna go right through the screen. Yes. If I'm to bite you and you don't get stabbed in the head, you're gonna turn into a walker. You're not automatically nice George the Walker, and you're not gonna attack me. You see me as food, and you're gonna still try to attack me. So why would they do that?
No, but what I assume they would do is like he'd not even necessarily he'd like says kill me, or they say kill me. You know, they might be attacked or hurt, and then they die, and then they would just like tie him up.
Or tie them up and then kill them. Then they're already tied up.
Well, I don't want to kill them when they're tied them and then kill them. If they die, and then when they die, they tie them up so they can't attack them.
Right.
So it doesn't matter if they're nice or not, because they're secured. And then be like, hey, Cersei.
Did they bring chains? I didn't see anything but a few backpacks on them.
Well, they might have rope.
Well, I need to know this. I didn't see any chains.
We'll see in this episode.
I didn't see Gendry's hammer.
Yeah, I haven't had his hammer.
I'm sure he did, but I didn't see it.
Oh, well, we can't have everything right in front of us. We need special subtitles, American Mum subtitles that say, like, explain every detail. I
would be a really good editor. I can.
The episodes would be about 4 hours long because you'd include every detail.
I would. I'd be like, wait, their hair was parted this way in the scene before, and now it's parted that way. Like stuff like that in movies, that bothers me. I'm like, I'll get distracted for a certain amount of time, and then I'm like brought back to the show.
Reality. What do you think of the writing this season? I think it's really bad. The cinema and acting is good, but the story is full of holes and is crap.
Well, ended up in his crap.
Well, we know Bane's fitting on this.
Well, that's kind of what we were saying earlier. Like a lot of people feel like, is it because they feel like it's rushed as well? George, don't do that with your hair. Look at yourself. What's happening?
I don't know.
Just put it in a bun like the priest.
Like that guy.
Just do it. We know that's how you wear it.
Oh yeah, I wear it like this.
Oh God, I want to do
that. Sorry, I don't know what's wrong with me.
It's the gin. It's called gin.
There's nothing left.
Exactly.
I'll just be like wearing sunglasses in my reaction tomorrow.
He'll be laying on the floor with a bucket nearby.
High Garden says, I still wish Joffrey died slower. Do you?
Hello? Did you not see my reaction?
Yes.
That poison took him out. That poison, yeah, it turned his skin purple and his eyes red. Big fucking deal. I wanted him to die like like Cersei is making Ilaria watch her daughter die. Needs to last for months. Chop off some limbs and some. I agree.
Yeah.
But it's done. What can we do? He's gone though. Little shit.
Wouldn't that be really? Oh no, we can't. I was going to say, wouldn't it be really good if he came back as a.
We're not having anybody else come back. He's not beyond the wall.
What? Oh no, he was put in the thing, wasn't he? It's a shame that he was in the Scepter Baelor when he died, because wouldn't it have been good if Arya took his face and then went up to Cersei and was like, "Hey."
Or she could take
Jaime's.
Well, yeah. I was gonna say I don't want her to. Again, I don't want people killing people. I don't want people I like killing people I like. But if he just dies and she's like, okay, he's already dead, and then
they
she
don't have to die though, do they?
Yes.
Because do you remember but do you remember the faceless assassin? Well, Jack and Dagar.
Yes.
When he went like, do you remember when like she stabbed him, or when Arya killed him, and she was doing that with all the faces, and then she saw her face.
Right.
She wasn't dead.
True.
So
and that was right before she went blind, though. That was right before she went blind. I thought that maybe that was maybe part of the blindness, like before it set in, she was just like seeing things. No,
I thought it was supposed to be all his faces. Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, they were just whipping that off, like pulling Kleenex out of a box. Like
I was so confused.
I know. Yeah. Everybody was.
Here's a question: who are the most innocents in the show? I think Shireen, Gilly, and Hodor. I don't think Gilly is. I think Gilly's got some.
Gilly's got balls. She's the only one who stood up for Sam. Yeah. Lest we forget.
Innocent. Shireen.
Hodor, definitely. And Shireen. Well, because Hodor had the mind of a child still. That's when everything started with him, supposedly.
Yeah.
So, anything with kids. Anything with kids is
that's an innocent.
True.
I mean, I personally think that Daenerys is innocent, but I mean, I don't know. Other people think that.
She has no blood on her hands.
Do you know who is innocent? The dragons. Like, they're just doing what they're told.
Yeah, and it's their instinct to,
So
they are innocent.
So everyone's like, oh, they're horrible people, creatures. No, they're not. They don't know any different. It's like, okay, it's like having a puppy.
Yeah. Or like snakes. It's like they're going to bite if you bother them. So.
Yes. Do you think Cersei's child is a girl or a boy? I think it would be a girl if it was. It would die.
I don't know. Because I don't think it's going to make it. No. If she's pregnant. I don't think it'll be, I don't even think they'll say what the gender was. I don't think she's, the more I think about it, I just think she came up with that on the fly. I really do.
What if she's dying?
From what?
Of something. I don't know, because when he was like, can I get you anything? And she was like, no, it's fine.
But but then that led into the pregnancy thing, which made me think, oh, okay, she's going through morning sickness kind of thing.
But then she would have to be pregnant. She would have to be actually pregnant for Qyburn to...
Or was that planned? Like, hey, when Jamie walks in the room, ask me how I'm doing. Or something. You do anything. You know?
It's so, there's too many things.
Yeah.
What do you think Mira's next step will be? I don't know. Go home, go and see her dad.
Yeah. Do you think? Okay, we've not met Howland Reed?
No, we haven't met him since, obviously.
Okay. So when she goes, where's her home? Where's her house? Or are they a house? Are they a? Where's her home?
Do they live in the? They live in the north, do they? I assume. I don't know. Do they live
I mean, he was with Ned during that fight, so they were.
But yeah, but the Baratheons from Storming
together. Oh yeah.
I don't know. Everyone, where are the Reeds from? Somebody message us and tell us.
Yeah, where are the Reeds from? You've read the book in depth. Yes, we need to know where they're from. It's not going to be on the back cover, George. Stop it.
But it might be on.
It won't be. It's not going to say the Reed family lives here.
The Riverlands. Mirrors southest house of the north.
Oh, does somebody know?
They said the Riverlands.
The Riverlands. Riverlands?
Yeah, the Riverlands.
Yeah. Riverlands.
House Street is from, it's from the Riverlands, southernmost house in the north.
Okay, so she don't have to go far. She has her home's in the north as well. She's going home. That's why I was saying, like, have we seen the last of her? Or maybe Brad didn't say goodbye to her because he knows he's going to see her again. He knows everything. What does he know? What does he know? I want to know what he knows.
He knows everything.
Exactly. And John knows nothing. And they're brothers.
Yeah, that's true. Any more?
Now what?
Oh, nothing. I was just making funny faces.
I know. I know you're looking at the computer. It looks like you're looking right at me. I'm like, what?
Oh, this is another question. What do you think? Cersei will die during childbirth, and that is how little brother is killing her indirectly, unintentionally, by giving her a baby. Oh, I see. So will Cersei die in childbirth, and that is how her little brother, Jaime, is killing her indirectly, unintentionally, by giving her a baby.
Oh, if he was the one, if he is the father.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I can live with that.
Yeah.
Fine by me.
Somebody
she dies.
The most innocent was the girl killed by Drogon. That was so sad. I didn't like. Do you remember when that?
Oh, when the man brought the bones. Right?
He follows me. He follows me on Twitter.
Who?
The actor who plays who played the dad.
Really?
Yeah, he followed me because somebody tweeted him saying you should see George's because not many people leave. She'd said not many people have the reaction to that in their reactions, and I can't remember his name. And he followed me.
Where does he live?
Where does he live? I don't know. I'm not bloody marrying the guy. I don't know. What's his address? What's his zip code?
What's his sign? Is he Taurus?
I don't know. Will we see the journey? The tourney at Harrenhal? I hope so.
I missed that whole question. What'd you say?
Will we see the tourney at Harrenhal? And we're just going to pause because.
What the hell? Go ahead, George. You can answer that one. I don't understand the question.
The great tyranny of Harrenhal.
What tyranny of how? I say tyranny first of all, not tyranny, but what tyranny of Harrenhal?
The Night of the Laughing Tree.
I have not read the books. What is the Laughing Tree? Is that the one that Bran touches all the damn time that smiles? Is that the Laughing Tree? I'm being serious. I swear to God, I'm going to turn this whole thing off. What is the Laughing Tree, George?
I'm trying to. I don't know. I'm just googling it. Oh yeah, no, I'm joking. No, it's where it's where Rhaegar laid the blue roses across Lyanna instead of Elia.
Okay.
There was this fight, and this other knight won. Rhaegar, and they tried to find out who it was, and they assumed that the knight was Lyanna Stark. My friend who's watching, who's watching Game of Thrones at the moment.
What are you talking about?
Hang on, let me see if you can see it. It's really annoying. Hang on, let me get the message up. She's just messaged me. She's just watched. She's just written this. Hang on. Can we zoom out? Oh, why is my?
It's just like white, isn't it?
Yeah. Hang on. I'll turn the brightness down on it. Can we see it now? Anyone? Oh, you can't see it. She basically said, "Fucking hell, poor Ross."
Oh, yeah. Is that where she's at?
Yeah.
Has she heard us talking about Joffrey?
No, she's not watching this. She's not watching she shouldn't be watching this. She's just messaged me because she's watching.
I was like, we've just been talking about how he's died. Okay, she's just sending you that text out of nowhere, and we're happened to. I was like, oh God, this is okay.
Yeah.
That's
but
funny.
Yeah, that's what the tourney of Harrenhal is where Lyanna, where he rode past his wife.
Okay.
And went to Lyanna and kidnapped her.
He didn't kidnap her. She went willingly. They eloped. And they got married, and she got pregnant, and then she had John, and then she died from childbirth. Next question.
Your opinion on Bronn after he shot Drogon. I mean, it was Bronn.
I don't blame him. I just didn't want him to be the one to kill or hurt Dany and Drogon. But I mean, yeah, he had to do that. He would have gotten blown up as well.
Yeah.
Because as soon as he did shoot him, I mean, he blew up that thing, whatever that thing's called.
Yeah.
He blew that thing to bits, and that's where Bronn was standing. So he had to do it.
Somebody said, you two are such a great duo.
We are. I raise good kids.
Yeah.
Alex has fallen by the wayside lately. I've got to get on to him. But George is a good kid, yeah.
Do you think Jaime is Azor Ahai, the prince that was promised? The prophecy.
Do I think Jaime is?
Mm.
Why? What's the reasoning? Just ask me questions out of the
I don't know.
Sky?
Why not? Everyone else seems to be the prince that's promised at the moment.
I mean, I might be. I don't know anymore.
Literally, they're just winding the search.
I think I am.
Like just
I need to get over there now. They're waiting on me. I don't think.
What will Jaime do if Cersei dies?
Have a productive life, hopefully.
Yeah, marry Bran.
She's been holding him back this whole time. He's his best self when he's not around her.
Mm-hmm.
And we've seen that. And I only started liking him when after he was captured, and then Bree was supposed to take him back.
Yeah.
His landing, and all that shit went down.
Mm-hmm.
And I was telling everybody, I'm starting to, because everybody had already seen, how far he had already come. And I was still very weary and like, I don't know, he's still kind of to me. And they were like, we love Jaime. And I was like, I'll decide if I love him or not. But yeah, I do like and he's Tyrion's brother, and he's always been good to Tyrion. He's the only one in the Lannister family that has truly loved Tyrion, whether he's a dwarf, his brother. I mean, no matter what Cersei has said. Yeah. So he is a good person. Yeah.
Which one of you is ice and which is fire? It's pretty obvious.
Yeah, I can be ice.
You'd be Stark.
Mm-hmm.
You'd be Arya Stark, probably.
Definitely. Don't.
Don't what?
Don't.
Are you okay?
I'm stuttering now. Don't put me in the position where I need to get revenge for this. You know what I mean? Like, don't fuck with my family is what I mean. You know what I mean? Like, or I will get such vengeance on your ass. You won't know. You won't see it coming.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll gladly go to jail for it. Bye. But you're getting yours. And that's kind of where Arya's at. And George is like, I'm scared and I'm glad I'm across the pond. Yeah. No, seriously. Yeah.
Well, there we go. So you're Arya, definitely. Question from Cold Heart Angel. Do you think Rhaegar did love Lyanna, or was he obsessed with the prophecy and gave her a son because Elia couldn't have any more children and saw her as a suitable woman to give him a child?
Well, I need a backstory on that. I don't know.
Elia couldn't have any more children.
No, but prior to them eloping or whatever, were they interested in you? Like, were they?
They didn't know each other.
Otherwise, I don't know. They didn't know each other?
Well, they didn't really.
Well, then I don't know.
They'd met because he knew. There's a lot.
Exactly. I don't know. I have to know the whole story. It's like we'd have to do a jury type forum. I need to know all the sequence of events, and so I don't know. I can't just give an answer.
Do you think Michelle has Lannister hair? Yes.
Michelle has Baratheon hair.
She's a Baratheon who's trying to pretend that she's a Lannister.
Or a Targaryen. Don't want to be Cersei. Y'all stop it. Just because her hair was cut like Joffrey's. It's not mine. Her hair looks horrible. It needs to grow back out.
Don't ever say that you are a Targaryen in my presence again. I will burn our house to the ground before I let that happen. That's Cersei. That's a Lannister thing. Somebody said, I think they are drunk, lol.
What makes you say that? Cheers.
Nothing left. Okay, there's a couple here. Azor Ahai is not one person. It's yin and yang phenomenon that when magic comes back as now, the two opposite forces of ice and fire will arise. NK and John/Danny. Azor Ahai is not the person. It's yin and yang.
Night King?
Night King, yeah, and John and Danny. It's yin and yang phenomenon that when magic strengthens, two opposite forces of ice and fire will arise. Yeah. So it's fire and ice, basically.
Okay.
Liam Catson says he's a Targaryen. I have that right. Liam Catson. I don't know if you ever. He watches Game of Thrones as well. He's friends with
I've seen his videos. Yeah.
And he likes to think that he's John. And so he now thinks he's a Targaryen.
Oh, did he think he was a bastard all this time? Have you always been Jon Snow? You can't just be on. You just can't become Jon Snow once he's badass. Like, have you always been? You have to.
I think Liam's Liam didn't react to Game of Thrones. I don't think before a couple of seasons. So I assume that he's always been since I've watched his reactions. He's always been Jon Snow.
Okay.
And then every time Daenerys comes on screen, he's always like, "Hi, George." So I like that.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay.
Hi, God says you're y'all drunk.
We're not.
We're not. We're just merry.
We're merry, and we're Mary and Pip.
Yeah.
Lord of the Rings. I'm Mary. Oh.
American Mum could drink Tyrion under the table.
I could. So that's sad.
You probably could.
I could drink a whole box of wine.
I would be under the table.
I could drink it under there too. I can drink it anywhere. I have my husband got me for my birthday. He got me a wine fridge.
Oh, cool.
And it holds 18 bottles of wine, and it's upstairs in our loft. So if I want some wine, I don't have to come all the way downstairs to get some. I can just get some.
Just nip in there.
Yeah. I'm okay.
Cold Heart Angel says, "Am I the only one that's slightly bothered that Gendry didn't mention Arya? Didn't mention Arya to Jon?"
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Okay, and this is why people are upset about the holes in the story. These are the little holes that people are going, wait a minute, because we're just going over them. We're just going. Jorah didn't mention Sam. Gendry's not asking about or telling Jon about Arya. It's like, what else? Sansa didn't say anything about Rick to Arya. She just said Bran's here also. It's like all these holes are pissing people off. It's not ruining the show for me though. Like, I don't think this season is shit. Like, I still like it, but I don't know what they have planned for season 8. But maybe if they're doing Are there going to be 7 episodes as well?
I think there's 8.
I know they're going to be longer. Okay, 8. Okay.
I think. Don't quote me, but I think.
I know there's going to be longer episodes. I just didn't know how many there were. 2019, George. We really have to wait that long.
I'm just going to re-react.
We're just going to be busy in 2019. I don't know what I'm going to be doing in 2019.
I'll be filming the prequels.
Prequels.
I'll be on them filming as a Targaryen. Do you know what's interesting though? Yeah, I've seen a couple of people say this about like since they haven't had George R. Martin's material, that's since it's gone downhill.
Oh, they don't have something to, because they haven't been sticking to the book, so to speak, so that it's a surprise for the book viewers, obviously.
Final season will be 6 episodes long, sorry.
Okay. Oh, God. Why they keep... Okay, they're making it longer, but they're taking away... God.
So it'll be 6 2-hour episodes.
Yeah.
Which is 10 hours, so yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
Which is like 10 seasons. Like they had in season... 10 episodes.
How much wine have you had?
Well, ladies and gentlemen, today I'm joined by Mike.
What is
Mike
that?
and I get along. This is a Mike's
Hard.
Yes, it's a Mike's Harder cranberry lemonade. Highway to the Flavor Zone. It's only 8% alcohol. Same as wine, but it's a big can, isn't it? That's all I've had. My cheeks are a little bit rosy. My cheeks and my ears turn red. Marco's watching us, George.
I know. I said, why don't you pop in?
Yeah. Come on. Tell him we could at least practice.
Yeah.
He's feeling up to it. Bless him. I still need to watch Allie's reaction to Eastwatch.
Have you not?
I know it went up today. I haven't seen it yet. I was out with my daughter Lauren, and then when we got back, we were kind of messing around, and then I was waiting to log on because I had to log on like at 2 p.m. my time.
Yeah.
So it was kind of like in the middle of the day. I told her, I said, we have to eat lunch and then do this and that.
Yeah.
So.
What are you doing for today then? Anything thrilling?
Probably not.
Just getting ready for tonight's episode.
I'm going to get ready for tonight's episode. I'm going to start recording shows for next week. Lost and...
I know. I need to watch a new show.
I told you to watch Once Upon a Time. I told you this.
Isn't that like really long?
George, start it.
How many seasons is it?
None of your business. It has 6 seasons. They're going to start the 7th season.
And how many episodes?
Not many.
I'm going to Google how many episodes there are.
Go ahead.
Once Upon a Time TV series. So say it usually comes up saying the amount of episodes there are. 133. 133 hours.
But they're only 40-something minutes long. Because it was on TV, and you take away the commercials, it's not an hour long like these HBO shows.
What's Once Upon a Time in Wonderland as well?
No, don't watch the spinoff. Don't watch Once Upon a Time in Wonderland. All spinoffs are not good. Don't do it.
I don't understand what this is about.
Don't do it.
Okay, I won't watch any of it then.
He'll be reacting to a new show coming to you guys real soon. I'll keep you informed. I'll make a video about it, and then he'll be stuck having to do it because I had to do American Horror Story.
Yeah, well, I've got when Game of Thrones finishes, obviously The Walking Dead, Stranger Things, Gotham.
Hey, wait. Are we allowed to do Stranger Things? Because it's a Netflix original. Like I thought all the Netflix originals were banned.
Yeah, it's
I know. I'm waiting to hear word that it's okay because I don't want no strikes. I already got one from Breaking Bad.
Did you?
Another one. Yeah.
Touch wood, I haven't had a strike yet. Well, I haven't done Game of Thrones, so.
Well, he hasn't done Breaking Bad, has he? Anybody that's done Breaking Bad, you look up their channel, and Breaking Bad's been taken down. It's weird.
Yeah.
It's by Sony. Sony sucks.
I didn't get a strike. I got copyright claim. Like my finale for Westworld got took down. Took me 6 edits.
I remember that was driving you crazy, and then it got took down.
Yeah, no, it didn't get taken down. I managed. It was in 2 parts, and then I eventually got it into 1 part. And then everyone was like, "You only got it in 1 part," and I was like, "Look, if you want it to be up, it's right in 1 part." So
I find it difficult to edit Westworld anyway.
And, well, the last.
You might as well ask me to edit, a press conference on TV because I'm like, what part do you want to see?
Even though they're the same length of Game of Thrones, do you find it harder to edit Westworld?
Yes,
I do.
I just sit here and I'm like, I was teasing Jimmy Macram. He asked me, I said to him, I said something, and then I was like, okay, well, I've got to go because I've got to edit Westworld, FML. And he started laughing, and he was like, what, you don't like it? Which he's seen it all. Like, he knows that, I guess, episode 10 is going to wrap everything up for me. I get it. But I'm still on, episode 6. So anyway, I said, this is what I'm going to start doing. I'm just going to start, after I do my reaction, I'm just going to start going to your channel, Jimmy. I'm going to see the clips that you've done, and I'm going to do the exact same one. That way it just takes me like 10 minutes. He started laughing. He was like,
I was doing that with Alex's because Alex had been watching them. Alex and Jess had been watching, so I'd just been looking at the clips they'd used.
Oh my gosh. I said, I'm really so tempted to do that because I sit there and I'm like, but I want to show, like, what's his name? Anthony Hopkins. He's such a great actor. He's not in it enough. But sometimes when he talks so long, and it takes a long time for him to say what he's going to say. And I'm like, dude, you're eating up, 3 minutes of my 10-minute reaction here. So I don't even know if what I'm editing is what people want. But I teased him, and I was like, I'm just going to start from now on using the clips that you have. And he just laughed. And I was like, does that mean it's okay?
It is hard editing.
It just happened to be identical.
Yeah. Liam says, I have trouble editing Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Yeah, I've always wanted to see that Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. Everyone always talks about it. That's supposed to be good.
I don't want to see that. That's superhero-ish. Anyway.
Do you know what? If you could bring one Stark back to life, who would it be and why?
Cat! I love Ned Stark. No, I love Ned Stark, but Cat is, the mother is the hub of the home.
Yeah, but she was
all her kids are, what'd you say?
She was a crap mother.
No. She didn't know the whole story about John, and she was taken out. What? No. She got all cut up with her fingers trying to save Bran. She's always looking after her kids. Always. And when Ned was gone, she took over Winterfell, and she took it upon herself to find that long hair in the tower when Bran fell, and she started her own investigation as to who pushed Bran out the window. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
She was
and she blamed Tyrion, and it wasn't him.
It wasn't him, but she was on the right track.
On the right track.
Because of the dagger. Like, they didn't know about that. And then that was back to the Lannisters. And then she asked who owned that. And then little shit fingers always involved and saying, oh, but I'll tell you who gave it to me. My answer is Cat. Sorry.
Well, mine's Rob.
What's your answer?
Rob.
Okay, well, there. Okay, so the Red Wedding didn't happen.
Yeah, basically.
Okay, good. You know how many views I have on that?
I don't want to
know.
Way? It'll probably just depress me.
No, I'm thinking of monetizing it now. I don't know how to just monetize one video. My husband's looking into it. I'm going to look. Go ahead. Continue talking, but I'm going to look it up.
It's easy. You just go on to monetize videos. You just go on to your
Well, he's already put in a request for it. I think it takes like a week.
Yeah, it does.
Okay, he's looking into it. What was that? Season 3?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like on 73,000 or something stupid, isn't it?
It's like how much?
Oh, is it on like 73,000 views?
73,000.
I don't know. I thought it was on that.
215,000.
Okay.
Okay, he says. George, put the microphone down. Can't see your face. Look at it.
I don't want to look at it.
I should have monetized it a while ago. I had no idea. People like to see me cry. That's not nice. Do you see it? Part 2.
Yeah, mate. And here's me like, oh yeah, my hold the door reaction got 37,000, and I'm like, wow, that's really great.
How many did yours get?
Mate, my most fucking viewed video is 37,000.
Oh, that's good.
That was the most
Hodor?
sarcastic that I've ever heard in my life.
Okay. Let me see Hodor. Let me see. What was that? 6.5. Wasn't it? Oh, shit.
Yeah, but bearing in mind you've got double the subscribers I have, so you're going to have more views.
Oh, wait. Let's see. Oh, part 1 had 19,000. Part 2 has 43,000.
So I'm going to see you all later.
This is how you're talking. George, look at me. This is how you're talking.
I don't want people to see my face. I don't want people to see when I cry.
Oh, shut up. We've seen you cry. I tried to make you cry last week with the video I sent you, and it made you angry. What's wrong with you?
Just made me angry. I don't know.
Do we have any more questions? We're talking
Probably not.
again.
I know. We should just wrap up, I think.
We need to wrap it up. People have lives.
Except us.
Hey, Marco had something to say.
What did he say?
He said, just Sony productions are being taken down at the moment. Netflix is okay. So as far as if it's a Netflix original, because we were talking about that, as long as it's not owned by Sony, because they're the ones that are Breaking Bad. They took everything down. Just stay within the 10-minute rule. Thank you, Marco.
There we go then.
Okay. So we should be able to react to Stranger Things too. I love the first one. So good. You're looking for last questions.
Yeah. Hold the door.
How many people are left?
I watched George Alexander's Hold the Door episode about 100 times. I also did a little video of his reaction of the recent chaos. So I like to send
Share it. Yeah, send it.
Send it to me. I didn't see
Put it on Twitter and tag us in it. Put me in it as well.
Hunter's here. Yay.
Hey, Hunter. We miss you.
Hope you're okay.
She's visiting family. I didn't know you were an author, Hunter.
Yeah, Hunter.
Now I do.
American Michelle didn't know that you were an author.
Did you know I was a hairstylist, George?
No? Not judging your hairstyle.
Did you hear that? Look who's talking. Look at that mess.
Honey.
I'll tell you, I would do so much with that. Look at it. Stop, you're fresh. Look at it. Before I was obviously reacting, I wouldn't have time to mess with Alex now, but when I was subscribed to Alex, I would get on there and I'd be like, his bed wouldn't be made. And he'd be like reacting in his room and I'd be like, make your bed. You need a haircut. He was like, he'd send me back a private message and he was like, okay.
We get it.
We get it. That's what I do. You're welcome.
Rebecca says, do you want any of the crazy theories to come true? I don't want everyone to be a Targaryen. I don't want Tyrion to be a Targaryen. I don't want Jaime and Cersei to be Targaryens. I don't want Varys to be a Targaryen.
We don't know anything about him though.
Yeah, and I was watching that episode actually the other day. I think it might have been episode 5, the one that I was watching with my friend Kath, where Varys gets the magician, or the magician, the sorcerer who chucked his dick into the fire.
Yeah. What did it say?
And I was like,
yeah.
And I was like, oh.
That's it. And I was like, oh.
No, just stop speaking.
Okay.
Any Cullen 21 says, no, you want you to be a Targaryen, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want George Alexander to be a Targaryen? I don't want him to be a Targaryen. He is a Targaryen. Hashtag D plus. I know, A plus R equals G. Yeah. Ares and his sister and the secret. Or I could be Rhaegar's other son. I could be Aegon, a little Aegon, who I still think is technically alive somewhere. I think that Varys swapped the children over, or swapped one of the children over.
There, that's one of your theories. So yeah, he wants that one true.
Yeah.
There you go.
Who is the most beautiful in Game of Thrones?
As physically, or
we're talking physically.
All together. Be specific, because there's a difference. There's some really pretty people that are shits.
If we're talking physically beautiful, Dany or Marjorie?
Yeah, Marjorie for me. She's gone though. Who's left?
I don't want to be a queen. I want to be the queen.
That's right. I wish she would have been.
You see my amazing impression.
That was great.
Yeah. Have you also seen about Epic Gusher competing for Dany against me?
No. Oh, I know he's in love with her. I mean, I watch his reactions. I know he's in love with her. Yeah. I try to moderate his comments, but he likes to jump on there really fast after he publishes his thing. He's up there like 30 minutes later, and if I'm busy, I'm like, can you give me some time to look over your comments before you, because I'm supposed to be looking them over.
Miss Sandy, Miss Sandy as well.
Oh, Miss Sandy's beautiful. She has the most beautiful body. That's what I'm saying. We need to break it down. No, Cersei's not that beautiful.
She was.
No. Jamie. He's a beautiful person.
Tommen is not here. Cersei is not here. Why do you think they're not here?
Let's me through.
The trial can wait. I think I do the best impression of Marjorie personally.
I know you do, especially with that basket thing on your head.
Something's wrong. Enough about the bloody gods and listen to what I'm telling you. Cersei understands the consequences of her actions, and she is here regardless. The trial can wait. We all need to leave.
But
we can't, because there's one person in front of the bloody door. They still don't get that. How none of them were able to get out.
I know. I'd be like, well, we saw how far it blew from Kingdom Come. Literally, Kingdom Come. They still would have been blown up or been knocked over by that huge bell that went up the street.
Yeah.
So they weren't getting out of there. That was a great impersonation, George. Everybody's clapping.
Oh no, Algerian's not. He said bad impressions, mate.
You obviously haven't seen the video, because when he's in costume,
in character,
he really does. Yeah, he's just, this was impromptu. So you need to go back and watch the video. Is it on your channel or Alex's?
It's on Torture Boy's channel. Yeah. Alex's.
Yeah, you need to go back and watch that.
Is it really possible Drogon will get bigger in the next season?
Bigger?
Well, he's not the same size as Balerion the Dread.
Oh.
So.
I don't know how big they can get. I don't know. I mean, they say an animal that's not held captive grows bigger, right? What he does is he pleases. He's done that at the beginning. So he might be massive. Mm-hmm. What were you saying, George? What'd you say?
I don't know. I really don't know anymore. It's okay. Algerian said was joking. You're excellent.
It was perfect, wasn't it? I felt like I was at that scene again. And that little over the shoulder look that Marjorie gave, it was like the last one we saw her, and the ground began to shake, and she was just like, she knew it was coming. Oh gosh. Here we go. Nobody paid for these tickets. Don't be giving away your performance for free. Have I taught you nothing?
Yes, you've taught me nothing.
Okay.
Can you do any good impressions of anyone on Game of Thrones? Somebody said
but
to
I
me,
could do George Alexander.
Go on, do an impression of me. Do and actually try.
Hello, it's George Alexander. Today I'll be reacting to Game of Thrones episode 4. Dany, of course, is beautiful, and she's going to be riding Drogon this episode. I cannot wait because she's all I live for. So we're just going to watch this reaction and see what happens, okay? Let's go. And then we watch it and we fall off the couch. And after we fall off the couch...
You do quite a reserved version of me. Because I don't start with saying, hello, my name is George. Do I? It's, hey guys, George Alexander here, and today we're watching Game of Thrones Season 7 episode 4. Last episode.
I'm sorry.
Daenerys was, do you want me to do my impression of you?
Yeah.
Get my hair going. Right there. You ready?
Oh. You're right.
Hey y'all, it's American Mom. And we're watching Game of Thrones episode 6 today. I got my wine. Okay. I got it in my little glass that somebody sent me. Okay. I got my blind behind me. Okay. I got my earphone in one ear that's been raveled up in between my clothes so you can't see it. So you think I'm listening to nothing, but in fact, I'm listening to a headphone. It's all secret. I got my bling on. I got my Game of Thrones and Lord of the Rings in the background just to prove that I'm a fan and I'm not trying to take your money. What is going on this? What are y'all making me watch?
What's happening?
That's you just need a t-shirt that says American Mom. What's happening?
American Horse. I'm just like, I don't want to see any more of this. Oh God. Okay, George. Sassy. You win.
Let me see what's did you hear about a theory that Rhaegar Targaryen actually gave?
Yeah, my ears are red.
Yeah, because I'm talking about you.
No, it's because that's when
somebody said you two are adorable.
We are. Thank you.
Annie Cullen says, I feel sorry for the couch today. I don't know why. The couch is fine. I think. Don't feel sorry for it.
Okay.
Algerian says it's official. Drunker actors become funny actors.
Well, then now we know. I'll start drinking at 12 p.m. and then the thing will start at 2. I'll be well. My ears will be well lit.
You both should do.
Blooper reel.
This is live. Live.
George, what were you saying?
I was just saying. You should both do episode reaction impersonating each other or a skit.
I'll work on mine. Don't worry about that.
Yeah, you have to be.
That could be our next challenge. I'll get it together.
I'll get it.
Sad. I'll get it together.
Can you do a Daenerys impression?
Can I do Daenerys impression?
Mm-hmm. Someone said do Daenerys impression. I assume it's to me, but let's both do it. That was brilliant.
Wait, no, stop. I'm trying to think of what to say. Wait, I wrote something down that I was gonna. Okay, you ready?
Okay.
Right. Everybody, pay attention. It's like I'm telling a story. Story time, folks. Everybody sit down. I will fight for you. I will fight for the North when you bend the knee.
You sound like Siri.
Who? Oh, that was a British accent, mate.
We're not Australian.
And she's very Australian.
You sounded like you're doing an Australian accent there. It was very strange. Yes, an Australian accent like that. Shall I try? Let me try and do it. I don't think I could do a Daenerys impression.
Just have no expression on your face.
And that's a Daenerys impression.
That's Daenerys. That's Dany.
Okay, I'll have a go. I'll try. I mean, I don't know if I'm going to be
Her
able to.
and Bran would get along great.
They would, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it be brilliant? Okay.
Oh, pillowcase. We better listen to cross our ass. Yeah. Jeez.
Okay. What to say?
Exactly.
I don't even know what she says. She didn't really say a lot. She just stares moodily at everyone.
Exactly.
It's in the room.
Yeah. Yes. Say what I just said. I will fight for you. I will fight for the North.
Okay,
That's what she said to John. I wrote it down. Big meds.
Hang on. Let me Google it. Oh, do you know what I can do? Ah, yes, I've got you now.
Why do I feel like I'm watching American Horror Story? You got one eye.
What's it? Here we go. Okay. So here we go. Okay. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, I'm not. Okay.
Take two.
Okay, here we go. Dovagehi. Nisha membeate keletias. Daliduli biosari ikara duyase. Nagdanere jamelovo hegera Targaryen lentro. In Valerio umana inga inyasa. Valerio munyu inga inyuesa. Dovagehi. Askion di astion sutas. Mendi aliastiavies. Quilla piluluvias tolovilia. O sisiana yirde tule bedarake. Son unli de bodeazo tulle prevu parashido. Dracarys. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
I'm pretty sure you've offended someone out there.
Excuse me, that was Daenerys' Valerian.
I don't think it was that accent.
It was.
It sounded different. We apologize to anyone out there in a country where that's your language. We're sorry.
Night Daenerys Targaryen.
All right.
Valerian Umyamiankas. Valerio.
You'd probably go to that college where they teach it, wouldn't you? Just to learn that language.
Yeah.
I know you would. You'd pay to go learn that.
I'd get someone else to pay for me to go.
Okay. I can't hear you because you don't have your mic held up to your mouth. What are you doing now? Oh, you're putting yourself.
Sorry.
It's okay. Do we have any more questions?
Somebody says they're offended. I mean,
see?
But people are just offended by anything I do these days.
This is true. Are you offended by me or just George? Probably just George.
My mum is Algeria says my mum is asking me why I'm watching a teenager with a towel on his head talking gibberish. How do you know I'm 21 years old?
That makes it worse. I'm telling you.
Sorry. We definitely need to wrap this up now. I mean, we're just doing an hour of talking absolute bullshit.
Exactly. And I have to go to the bathroom.
I have to go to sleep and get up and watch Game of Thrones and do all that jazz and edit and upload. And
if I could pay someone to edit it, that would be fantastic. But they have to edit the parts I want them to edit. That's the problem. So I'd still have to be hands-on. So it's shite. I gotta do it. Look at my ears. Oh God, I can just see them from here. If you ever want to know if I've been drinking, oh, that one's not so bad.
What's that in your ear? Is that a headphone? Oh my God, you wear headphones.
You're just smart ass. Oh.
Okay, guys, we need to wrap this up.
I'm doing an impression of George. You just wait for that video.
Yeah.
Like nobody's business. When I know what the hell I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I'll do one.
Good.
Well, thank y'all for watching.
Yeah, thank you very much.
And I hope we answered some questions. I never want y'all to feel ignored. But we don't want spoilers. Right, George? Say we don't want spoilers.
No,
say spoilers.
We don't want spoilers.
No, not spoilers. No spoilers. Spoilers.
We
I can't
don't want no
say
spoilers from y'all.
Spoilers from y'all. Right.
So we hope you, for those of you who watched the episode, we hope you enjoyed it. For those who are going to watch the episode, we hope you enjoy it. I hope we enjoy it.
Yeah. Etc. etc.
I am interested to see where it's going to go and what we're going to see next episode. And what, do you know what I'm more interested?
Join us next Sunday. Hopefully, I think the rest of the crew should be here.
Yeah. It'll be really good. I'm excited.
If not, it's going to be the George and Michelle show again.
Where we do impressions of...
When you get a skit afterwards.
Yeah.
Goodness.
So, yeah, thank you very much, guys.
Yeah.
We'll see you tomorrow with our reactions. And from me, yeah, until next time. See ya. What do you say, Mary?
Bye. I just say bye. Bye, y'all.
See you soon. Take care. Bye.
Bye.